Hello, hello, hello. Man, I need to shave, huh? I'm on vacation right now. I was like doing nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Hope everybody's having a good one. The plan was to be opening Marvel Legends, but Chris is still not here, despite me telling him streaming is starting here in a little bit. A little while ago. So, I don't know. Maybe we won't get around to Legends. The plan was for Chris to do that. Oh, why your backpack fall off? While I do the comics. Okie dokie. What's up, Terrence? How you doing, man? Guess I can try to give him a call. I'm doing alright, man. I didn't really do much of anything today. I did some reading. Slept. I went into the grocery store this morning. I was just so tired. This rain's getting me. So I just came back home and passed out. Woke up at like 4 o'clock. Then did some reading, and that's pretty much it.
Your call has been.
I don't know. I literally was just in there. Where's Oreo? Didn't think you were showing up.
Hello. Where do I begin this?
I don't know. I was hoping we could, tag team it together when I told you stream was starting, but so anyway, first off, we got Pet Pool Party. Issue number 1. That's a one shot. This was. I mean, I know it's Deadpool, but I thought with it being a Christmassy thingy, like it was gonna be a little bit more kids friendly, and it wasn't super egregious, but I think literally on page 2 there's the word completely uncensored, which I was surprised by. Yeah, just it says dick, which I don't know if they, if they get around it by calling someone, like it's short for Richard or something. But they even references it. He's like, oh, because it's Deadpool, so talking. He's like, oh, I didn't know we could say that in a Marvel comic, and it's like, yeah, I didn't either, because you can't. I don't even think they can say hell. If somebody says like, get the hell out of here, I'm fairly positive that's censored most of the time. I can't remember. But then it's also, I mean, it's pretty violent. it's pretty violent. So I thought this would have been aimed a little bit more towards children. It is not. It is not. And not just like, mindless slashing and stuff. Like, it's got like one of the dogs or the cat or something, like ripping out some dude's throat, and oh yeah, like the mouse biting off the feet of people, and like it's pretty gruesome. It's fine, it's whatever. There's a few like 4 stories in it or something. Up next we have Uncanny X-Men. This is the Mark Brooks variant, and it was a pretty good read. This I kind of feel like you should have read before whatever the last issue of X-Men, just X-Men was. I feel like would have been a better reading order. But I don't know, I kind of struggle. I kind of feel like this is also a good way to read it, reading the last issue of X-Men first and then this one. Oh, then also as a disclaimer for anybody, this is the books we're doing this week are going to be this week's DC, but last week's Marvel and Indie and everything else. Because Diamond's been screwing stuff up. But that being said, so like the last issue of X-Men I think was 2, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago technically. I don't remember at this point. Everything's all confused. But anyway, pretty good issue. So the Uncanny X-Men team and the regular X-Men team are both kind of raiding Grey Malkin prison at the same time now. And kind of butting heads about it, while also...
No, sorry.
I don't know, I feel like they shouldn't be fighting as much as they are. I'm a little confused on why they're so combative against each other. I get there's a little bit of resentment as far as, like, it's a little bit of, like, oh, now you want to help type stuff. But at the same time, I don't know. It seems a little forced, but it's been a good story regardless. And I'm curious to see where it goes. They kind of have left off in a little mystery here at the end. We also picked up the Marvel Capcom version, or variant, whatever. Then we have Laura Kinney Wolverine, issue number 1. This was a decent first issue. Nothing that... I picked it up because I like X-23, but if I wasn't a fan already, I don't think... Like, if this is your first time reading about her, I don't think it would necessarily hook you. It's kind of run-of-the-mill. Not anything bad, but nothing super compelling either.
Good morning, everyone.
Let's see. This is the Anacleto variant. Did you read this at all?
No, I didn't read that or Uncanny.
Got the Campbell variant. There was a cool moment where somebody grabs her, and so she can't... Hey, what's up, Phil? She can't use her arms, so she pops out the toe claw and stabs him.
I'm going to start with this.
Yeah, Chris is going to be working on Legends. We got a billion Legends to open up, so... you get trash bag?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was fine. Hopefully, maybe it'll get better. I don't know. At least there's some cool covers. This is the Lyrics partial foil variant.
Someone asked me today, Marco, if there was a Marvel Rivals comic, and I was like, no.
Did you read Spirits of Vengeance?
I did.
This is a variant. This doesn't have anything to do with the story, I don't think.
They changed the way Vengeance looks. He doesn't have the weird chest ribs anymore. The very end.
Doesn't have the very what? Or doesn't have the what?
Chest ribs.
Oh, okay.
Or I guess that's where all ribs are.
Yeah. That?
Yeah.
That's quite a bit more than just the chest ribs, as you were talking about.
Yeah.
That would not be... I would have said complete overhaul, honestly. But, anyway, very fun variant. I don't remember...
Not complete overall. He still got the tusks. Where'd that hand go? Oh, there it is.
Davila? I don't know. That's what it looks like it says. Very fun, festive variant. Like that one quite a bit.
It's J.K. Simmons.
You. Get me pictures of Spider-Man. Or I'll turn into Omni-Man. Got it?
You got a yelly face.
Okay, well, he's got to have the yelly face. That's non-negotiable.
What about the slapping hands?
I feel like it's just this, right? Like...
Yeah.
There we go. Hey, what's up, Kenneth? He also kind of looks like he's like, and one more thing! What do you got next? Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Why did we get this one?
Why did we get
Oh,
that
Armadillo Head?
Armadillo's head.
Do you have the pieces?
Yeah, we need 2 legs. And...
Are we completing him today?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought we were.
No, I'm just adding to him.
I thought we were finishing him.
I think the other 2 pieces are at the shop.
Who are they?
Oh, it's 3 pieces. I thought I had.
Well, who are they in the back here?
Let's see. We need to get. Let's see. Miles Morales, which we should have already gotten.
Yeah. Wait, which Miles?
I don't remember what color his hands are. We might have the other version of Miles.
I thought wait, the electric hands one?
Yeah,
I thought we had both.
They're both electric hands ones. One's blue, one's yellow.
We got the yellow one.
I don't know what that one is.
This is the yellow one. The blue one came out later in the windowless.
Either way,
Miles. We should have that.
We don't have his.
Well, we don't know where it is. Is probably more likely.
Yeah.
I think. Because we got that. Because I think that was like the only figure in the wave that I was like, I have to get.
Yeah.
Do I have that wave? I don't know. Do you? Yeah, let me show Terrence.
Black Gold Spider-Man. Hold on. And Morlun. I know Black Gold Spider-Man and Morlun are at the shop.
Yeah, I didn't really care about anybody else, but I was like that. And that's still that Miles is probably one of my top 10 all-time legends. Just as far as like not like my personal preference, but just being more subjective on like what is the best made legends, you know.
Yeah.
I put him up pretty high. Up next we have Ultimate Universe 1 year in. This is really nice Momoko variant with Black Cat on it, and Spider-Man looking kind of shocked. And then we have Ultimate X-Men issue number 10. Who did this one? I don't see his signature anywhere. But it's a very cutesy cover. I like it quite a bit. And then we have the Infinity Watch issue number 1. This is the Marvel Capcom version.
Yeah.
Variant. I keep saying version.
They keep trying to make Infinity Watch a thing. Nobody's getting Infinity Watch.
Yeah.
At least not at our shop.
No, nobody cares. I don't. Which I do like Star in the little bit that I've read her in. Isn't she going to be in West Coast Avengers? Was that Star or was that someone else? At the like.
What does Star look like? No.
Who was that?
I don't know.
In West Coast that. I thought it was Star. That was at the bar. You know what I'm talking about?
Not her.
Okay, but you know what I'm talking about. This
Yeah.
the scene. Anyway, so here's what we have of Armadillo so far. I keep trying to get this Build-A-Figure because I didn't care about the wave, but I really like the Build-A-Figure. And like every time I go to a con and try to get him, like they won't sell him to me or just something stupid.
Yeah.
I think like one time I think I saw them and like they weren't at their booth, which you know whatever, sure, fair. But like one time they were just sitting there at their booth and they're like, we open at 10 when the con opens. I'm like, okay, I'll be at my booth then. Here's cash. You know, you don't even have to have a card reader ready or whatever. Here is cash. We open at 10. I don't know why there's certain people like that at cons. That was Jonah.
Doctor
Right.
Strange.
Oh no, it's Doctor. That's what it's Doctor Strange. Yeah.
He has these cool hands though. I want to maybe give these to like other Doctor Strange or something.
Yeah. This is the Inyak Lee variant. Pretty cool. Did you pick this one out?
Uh-huh.
This is a Villalobos?
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
There's no like his line work that I'm used to isn't really there.
Too bright for line work.
Yeah, I guess so. Will America Chavez be back in the WCA?
West Coast Avengers.
Oh.
No.
Probably not. I assume this is going to be a mini run. I don't know that. So theoretically, if this goes on for a while, maybe, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I mean, even if it does go on, I don't think any of the members really.
And last team
match.
she was a part
Hey,
of.
what's up, Ian and Becca?
The Thunderbolts.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I keep forgetting about that one. I did not like the art of that run, or really, even just the vibe of that run. I don't want to watch Hero Thunderbolts. I want to watch I want to watch villain Thunderbolts. Preferably, I like villain Thunderbolts that don't want to be on the team. That's what I like
the
best.
Thunderbolts we got afterwards.
Oh, I did like that. I did like that. That was.
It was all the heroes that were like
Heroes, but we're gonna kill some bad guys.
Yeah.
I like that too.
Was Shang-Chi a part of that team?
I think so. It was so short. It felt like.
It was like a 5-parter. But it was really good.
Tonight I'm hanging up pins on my pin board. I collect pins as well. Actually, I got a couple right here. I lost these. They were behind my bed. I found them last night. But I collect pins, but I like to make jackets. Well, I have one jacket. I want to make a second jacket.
The Vision.
We're working on new comics as well. We're kind of doing it in between. So here's Vision. We've been wanting this one. We're opening up Legends.
He's just a regular Vision, which we don't have.
Yeah, and he's really solid.
Well, technically we do. It's the Marvel Now Vision, and like he's all right.
Demon Slayer, yeah. Yeah, I have... who do I have in Demon Slayer pins? I think I have Nezuko and Tanjiro, but I don't have... Inosuke. I don't like Zenitsu. I think I'm missing Inosuke still. And I don't really care about collecting all the Hashira and stuff. It's too many. Anyway, we have Scarlet Witch issue number 7. The... amazing Momoko Jeff variant.
Mm-hmm. Look at them.
He's so damn cute. And I think this variant is actually worth a little bit of money now because everything Jeff is blowing up. And so again, this was supposed to come out last week, but Diamond being crazy and messing everything up. If you order from Penguin, some people did get them, and I think they're selling for like $20 on eBay. So I was like, that better come in, because I will actually be upset. Hey, what's up, Xbox? Yeah, Chris excited for the Marvel Legends Age of Apocalypse Gambit coming soon. Hey, what's up, Quick Draw? I missed your name pop up there. You excited about it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he seemed very excited about it.
I thought he was Wiccan at first. At first glance.
Oh yeah, I remember that now. Cause I showed it to Chris. I was like, check it out. He's like, Wiccan's cool, and I was like, this is Gambit. It's your dude. Mine was damaged. I hope you can get the replacement. Oh, your Jeff was damaged. Yeah, I mean, presumably they did replacements. I don't know.
Yeah, we did replacement orders.
Did y'all put them on the order sheet?
No, Shay did it in a weird way, where he just.
So when they come in, where I'm not gonna know who to give them to.
Yeah.
Cool.
He just told people about it and said, if you bring yours in, we'll replace it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be very. I mean, I know you're looking for that one, but you know, isn't that character from Demon Slayer the one in yellow who cries like, "Yes, I hate Zenitsu."
Hey. Black Panther.
He has like one good moment. Now, granted, I think he's supposed to have some cool moments, and it teased at something cool at the end of last season. You gotta put him in a cool pose. And Black Panther doesn't just stand there. But
That's your job.
But yeah, I mean, one cool moment does not make up for every single scene it's the same joke. It's the thing. If he just cried and like that was the end of it, the blonde one.
I don't remember.
There's a blonde one. There's a girl. There's Tanjiro. He's got the green jacket.
Is that orange-ish?
Yes.
Okay. Then I
And there's a guy with a pig head. Like they're not confusing characters.
Well, everybody knows Inosuke.
Do you? I don't know.
He's the pig man.
Okay, well, we described Zenitsu, the crybaby that's blonde.
Well, I haven't seen this show, and is there a pop of him crying? That's how I know the show.
There's 700 pops of him. He's one of the main 3. If it was like a Hashira or something and you didn't know him, I'm like, sure, whatever, you know. Yeah. I don't know most of their names, honestly.
I don't know him.
No, that's a group.
Oh, it's a group?
Yeah. That's why I didn't say a name. I said if it was one of the Hashira and you didn't know them, I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, but yeah, Zenitsu sucks. I hate Zenitsu, and it's crazy to me. That's a lot of people's favorite character. Oh, I was gonna say the setup for the joke is always he cries about something, and then something else makes it a little bit more extreme, so he cries harder, and then something else pushes a little further, and he cries harder, and that is the setup every single time, and I hate it. As soon as I remember in the training arc season, which was a crappy season anyway. But was that the last season or season before? I don't remember. Entertainment District was the last you saw. So there's a training arc season, and that's not really spoiling anything. But everyone separates, and so like you're really just hanging out with Tanjiro for a while, and then they show Nosuke, and I don't remember the order, but and I was irritated about that too. That's a different thing. I'm not going to get into that. But as soon as Zenitsu entered the show, at that point I was like, God, why? Because he just enters and starts crying, and he sucks. He's awful. His wings are a little thinner than I thought, but
I really like this Captain America.
Here's a new. I always like to call him Captain Falcon. It's just funny.
Yeah, he's got the new modern shield for Captain Falcon.
I kind of like the other wings better. I don't hate these.
Yeah.
His shield seems big. I don't know if it's bigger than normal shields.
No, it's the same shield.
It seems really big. Still got that crappy attachment. I wish they'd get rid of that.
Yeah. The straps are always better.
Sword Village, might have saw that. The Swordsmith's Village? No, it was after that.
We never got Helverine.
No. I'm broke. I'm so broke
me too.
right now.
You have money at the shop.
Yeah, I need to get that. I meant to get that when I picked you up tonight. I forgot. Yeah, because it's after that, and then they do a training arc for a season, and it is pretty boring, honestly. There's some cool moments in it, but for the most part. And then, like I said, I don't know. I hate when any anime doesn't let their character shine other than their main character. Like we'll talk like with Dragon Ball, for example, it's always got to be Goku. For a little bit there in the Cell Saga, you got Gohan to shine, but like Vegeta never gets to have a moment. Like he always almost gets a moment, and then it's taken away from him, or whoever else. Like they'll almost get a cool thing to happen, and then, whatever. They've always got to be upshown by Goku.
Bloodstorm. Be careful her, what leg is it? It doesn't want to bend.
Oh. Let me warm it up later. There's Bloodstorm. She's pretty fun. Why did I say earlier? It's a terrible spot.
Yeah.
But they're doing that with Demon Slayer, where it's always got to be Tanjiro, and it's like let other characters have moments. That don't have to be the biggest moments, but let them have a moment. And so, like something again, without really spoiling too much anything, I thought they were setting up Inosuke to have like this moment of a display of strength, but they just used him to be like, oh, even he's not strong enough to do it, so that Tanjiro could then prove to be stronger. And it's just like, okay, so what ends up happening in that type of storytelling is you have one good character and everyone else around him sucks, is all that ends up happening. And I think Dragon Ball is kind of the biggest example of that, because you can just see it's like, okay, there's Goku, Vegeta's kind of good, and especially, like deep into Super, everyone else sucks. They're useless, they can't do anything.
Yeah, I think they did Tien the dirtiest. The one who, like, out of all of the human characters, it's like, alright, Tien's the one out there training. He's, like, for the humans, he's the champion of Earth.
I will say he did kind of get one moment decently late into the series where he, what was it called? Tri-cannon? What's his move? Where he tri-cannoned the shit out of a cell just into the ground, into a square hole for whatever reason.
Well, there's a thing with that, Marco. He doesn't actually make a triangle. He goes like this.
Whatever. Anyway,
in the original Dragon Ball, it actually shows it a lot better.
Regardless,
Damon Hellstrom.
But that was a good moment for him where he wasn't the strongest character. He didn't defeat Cell, but he had a badass moment. Now, unfortunately, we never hear from him again after that point.
Ow.
I agree Vegeta should have gotten the kill. Yes! I 100% stand by that. 100%. The new movie, though, they sidelined Goku and Vegeta, Piccolo. And yeah, okay. I haven't seen that one. In all fairness, I can't stand the animation style. I think it's ugly as hell. But I've heard people like it, and Gohan and Piccolo do get to shine. I'm just trying to stop. Yeah, it was Imperfect Cell from getting to 18. Yeah, that was a sick TN moment. But, you know, for the most part, 99% of the time, just everyone's sidelined. And especially if they're a female character. You know, Chi-Chi used to be awesome, sidelined into nothing. Bulma every now and then sometimes still is cool just because she's smart and resourceful. But for the most part, pretty sidelined. Pan, I really thought... Or not Pan, who am I? Videl, that's what I meant to say, her mom. Videl, I was really hoping could do more, but everyone in Dragon Ball just becomes a mother. And 18. Then, yeah, 18, yeah, who really should have... You know, she got a little bit of some cool stuff in Super, but not really. Mainly 17 got more attention. Let's show off a book. We got Scarlet Witch 7. This is the Marvel Studios version with Rio Vidal or Death or whatever her name may be. Pretty cool one. I like the design of her costume in that one. So, and then we have X Factor number 5. Very sweet Jenny Frizen cover. And then we have Dazzler number 4. This is the A cover. It is a Terry Dodson cover. You guys collect DC or just Marvel? As far as comics,
I haven't got the DC yet.
I always organize the comics to go Marvel and then Star Wars. Well, basically Marvel adjacent because Marvel publishes other things. So in Star Wars, and they also do like Aliens and stuff, Predator. So it goes Marvel adjacent, then DC, then Indie. That's the order I always put my books in for whatever reason. It's just how I do it. Now we do, I say mainly do Marvel, but we have some DC stuff. Some stuff, at least one that I'm pretty excited to talk about here in a little bit. We also have a Frizen Dazzler cover. As far as toys go, we don't do, well, where's the Ivy? Is she
buried?
Okay. Well, I had an Ivy over there we opened up yesterday.
And I collect Wonder Woman.
I don't know if you were here for that part of the stream or not. When I opened up the Ivy, it was probably towards the end, right? I don't remember.
That was toward the beginning, I think.
Well, oh yeah, that's right, because she was in the random stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like, we're not McFarlane fans, and so
DC
that's where DC
better.
is now. But for the most part, yeah, we don't do a lot of DC figures.
Brother Voodoo.
I'd like to compare him to the older one and see
Yeah.
like what was actually different about him.
From what I've seen from pictures, a lot. The cape is better.
I do like the way this cape
head
looks.
sculpt is better.
I just haven't looked at him in ages, so I
Yeah.
don't really remember. I feel like the other one had more hair.
I think he did.
And then we have a Luciano Vecchio variant. And then we have Storm issue number 3. This is a Derek Chew variant. As well as Baldari. I had to think about it. Like, I recognize these colors. Pretty sure it's Baldari anyway. I don't see a signature, but looks like Baldari to me.
That looks like Baldari.
And now we're moving into Marvel adjacent, where we have Star Wars: The Battle of Jakku, Republic Under Siege, issue number 4. Pretty cool cover. That's it. I always
I need
like
to get
a bunch of
caught
Star
up.
Wars ships. Yeah.
I liked that. He's
The-
got interesting like.
Then we have Alien Paradiso, issue number 1. This is the A cover. Did you read this one?
No, I didn't.
It's pretty cool.
I didn't read that,
I dug
and
it.
I didn't read Uncanny.
Yeah, and I enjoyed this one quite a bit. I thought it was a fun little, just side story introducing some aliens, you know. I finally watched, I did. I watched Romulus the other day. Hey, what's up, Vogs? Wanted to say hi before I go to bed. Have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Vlad Dracula.
There's quite a few people upset that this wasn't like an OG Dracula. Don't get me wrong. I'd like an OG
I mean,
Dracula.
this is like what Marvel's Dracula looks like in the modern day,
Yeah.
and I'm very happy with it.
I
He
like
also
his
has a
design.
calm head. I'm very happy with it. I've been wanting the red armored look.
I'm torn on this one because, I mean, obviously the Fang, you know, I don't know, growl or hiss or whatever is pretty cool. But, like, also when I think of Dracula, I think of him very stoic. And, hey, what's up, Rude? So, like, to me, this is more what I averagely think of Dracula, at least Marvel's Dracula. But, I mean, you know, I don't think you can go wrong with the teeth showing. So, I'm fine with either one of those. Does he have a place to hold his sword? Just his hand? His cape is pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, up next we have... Oh, it's a variant. I'm not sure who did this one, but it's pretty fun. So yeah, the premise of this one, they're on a resort.
Resort planet?
Well, I was going to say resort planet. I don't know if the whole planet is a resort, but there's like a planet that has like these islands, and it's like a big resort thing. And it introduced quite a few characters and groups that are kind of
Groot?
groups. But like there's these criminals, and they're waiting on this other. It doesn't get into a ton of detail yet, but these other criminals are supposed to meet up, and they're going to have some kind of deal. And then there's this police that we're following, but on the island when you get there, they have an advanced scanner and stuff, and you can't bring in any weapons, so they get rid of all the guns and stuff. So and then an alien gets in. So it was a pretty fun start. And now we're moving on to the DC.
Oh, it's not a one shot?
No. Probably a 5-parter, I would assume. The aliens are going to resorts. Yep, they're having a good time. We have Absolute Batman issue number 3, right? Yeah, issue number 3. This is a gorgeous Stellato variant.
Mm-hmm.
Had to
I
definitely
did read
grab this
Absolute
one.
Batman.
Really fun issue.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I liked it as much as the last one. The last one I liked a lot. It was good. It's solid. Really, really solid
These
issue.
on a very surprising note. She's got metallic legs I didn't notice. Lilith.
Did you get that one? Terrence, I wasn't there. I don't know. Her netting looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's real clean lines and stuff, It's quite a lot of them. Now, the only thing wrong with Lilith is her head spikes should be bigger, really.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much in every iteration, her head spikes are quite larger. I do like the effect, especially for me. I have a light right back here, so when I hold her up, I can see. Well, I can do it on my phone. I guess might work. Batman is sweet. Yeah, Absolute Batman's been great. But yeah, you can see like how it has a cool effect behind her. It's pretty fun. She don't come with nothing though, just her.
Yeah. Oh, it's hands, but.
Oh, okay. But yeah, Absolute Batman's been great. So I don't know if you haven't read it, read Absolute Batman. It's one of the best books out right now. Up next, we have Wonder Woman 16 with Detective Chimp.
I love Detective Chimp in this. He was fantastic.
Yeah, I figured you'd like Detective Chimp. Exposing the truth.
Just the way, because he knows the truth because Diana told him, I'm assuming, because she's the one that hired him to get the truth. But the way he went about his investigation to basically get all the evidence that he needed for it was really good. I loved every bit of every word he said.
Also picked up the David Nakayama variant. Pretty run-of-the-mill Nakayama. Nothing too great.
I don't know if he's like what he is in other books.
Oh, Detective Chimp?
He plays,
I thought you were talking about David Nakayama for a second.
In this, he plays kind of like a bumbling oaf to disarm who he's trying to investigate.
Mm-hmm. This is the Chrissy Zulo variant.
And he talks like he has a British accent.
One of the better Zulo variants, I think.
Yeah. No, I might be biased.
Redondo? Is that what that says?
Redonkulous.
DC updated their barcodes a little while back, and they made the text for the artist smaller. I think it says Bruno Redondo. This is an okay variant. And then we got Titans, and this is a Vasco Georgiev? How would you pronounce Georgiev?
What did you say to me?
It's either Georgiev or Georgiev? I don't know, but it's a fun one. Is the name?
Yeah.
Georgiev? I don't know.
Moon Knight. Mark one Onk.
Yeah, destroy the Ankh. Y'all have been playing Rivals. Y'all know you got to destroy that. So it's funny. Had you told me another Moon Knight was coming out, I would have been like, you not see it, be like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think we really need one. We have a good comic one already. We got the armored one already.
This would have been the next one I would have guessed.
Well, yeah, and then when I saw it, and the Ankh is, I think, really the big seller. It's like, okay, he's pretty dang sweet.
He beats people to death with that Ankh.
Yeah.
They
Does he come with
represent
little
life.
moons?
He did. I put them up.
Yeah.
They're very easy to lose,
Yeah.
and they look like fingernails.
They do.
So.
But yeah, this one's pretty dang sweet. I love just how like deep black that the back of his cape is.
Yeah.
Not the most fun cape, but it
It's a different Moon Knight cape, I believe, than the other ones.
I think so. But it
I like the gold. It's a good gold.
yeah. It's a fun one. It's a fun one. Now we just need a dang Mr. Knight.
Yeah, I'd give a lot for a Mr. Knight that isn't the TV show.
Speaking of
the TV show one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, comic one. Speaking of DNA, they put Baymax in Fortnite this season, and they did get him to draw the loading screen. That's fun. Great Zulu variant. Godzilla is also coming to the game in January. I thought he was already in the game. Is he not already in the game?
I thought he was already in the game.
I could have. I mean, I don't play, but I thought I saw like videos of him or something, and him in Nikes and stuff. I would like to see a cloth cape on it with wires to look like the wind is going through. My thing is like, yeah, I mean that's not happening with Legends.
Yeah, you can get good custom ones.
Didn't wait. Oh, they didn't get him to draw the loading screen? Is that what you mean? I don't know. Speaking of DNA, we got this quite nice. I think her head's a little small, but other than that, I like this play on kind of negative spacey. Obviously, if there were no lines, though, like if it was just a straight up negative space, this would be very weird. I don't even think you could tell what the hell was happening. But I like this cover quite a bit. But I don't know. Do y'all think? I think her head's a little small. It's my opinion.
Marco, here he is.
Gotcha. Okay, we're done with him.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't feel like we went through all those already, but ooh, he's spiky.
He's spiky.
Ow, he's
That's
not
the-
fun to pose.
That's the mark of a good figure. He hurts to hold.
Yeah. So here is Blackheart. I almost said Blackbeard. I had to stop there for a
Oh,
moment.
where the fuck did he come from?
He was over on my bed.
Huh. Well, I'll open him up.
Oh, actually, no, he wasn't on my bed. He was on the TV. What does a TV sit on? My brain is
stand?
TV stand, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, here's Blackheart. He's pretty sick. He's the camera. There we go. I was about to say it doesn't want to focus on him. So this is a figure I never really thought we would
His
have got.
body is Frieza shaped. I think it's the long, lanky legs and the kind of thin, conical tail.
I don't see it. But anyway, who made Legends before? My brain is not working apparently today.
Toy Biz.
Toy Biz. The Toy Biz one of the best figures they ever made. And I didn't think Blackheart was a character people cared enough about for them to like go all out to actually beat the Toy Biz one. But they did it.
But then Marvel Legends started doing whatever the fuck they wanted.
Yeah, they proved me wrong, and they're like, we're going to make a really awesome and apparently really spiky Blackheart. And he looks, I mean, he blows the other one out of the water. So, and put it in a great wave, too. Like,
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
moving on with more DC, we have Dark Knights of Steel All Winter, issue number 5. This is a Bjorn Barons variant.
You reading this?
And I read the first issue, and I want to read the rest, but I need to find them now. Our stuff's not organized. We need to organize stuff.
K3PO.
But
You are expecting a Star Wars figure in this.
what am I supposed to do with this? You can't
He's
even see
holding
him.
up his face. He's shy.
What is that he's got?
I don't know. Does it say in the box? No.
Alrighty. And then, speaking of more David Nakayama, we have Catwoman 71. This is a very fun variant. Comes with a Lucky Cat, which is great.
Marco likes Lucky Cats.
I
If
love
you watched
Lucky
any of
Cats.
our previous streaming endeavors here on this channel,
I
specifically...
got a Lucky Cat on right
Oh
now!
my god. Marco, show them your other Lucky Cat.
Oh yeah, I got a Lucky Cat right here. My friend Michaela made this one for me. She has a little art business called the Gato Grotto, and she makes cute little things like this and sells them. Go check her out. I made a post of that on my Instagram too. You can find and has her linked in it. I saw Godzilla also in the trailer and thought he was in the game, but not yet. There's ghosts and demons on the map, but nothing for Godzilla yet. Didn't know those had a name. What, Lucky Cats? Yeah, they're supposed to be, you know, like the statues and stuff, you'd have them around for good fortune and stuff like that, or, you know, as a gift to give good fortune
My
to...
trash bag's actually
to others.
full now.
I mean, you opened a lot of figures.
Yeah.
Up next, we have the Question issue number 2, or All Along the Watchtower issue number 2. This is a Jorge Fornes variant. And did you ever even read the first one?
No.
But Chris is picking up, not reading. And now, we're finishing off with indie books. We have Transformers issue number 15. Was this a variant? No, this is the A cover. Pretty sweet A cover. Um, yeah, really solid series. Another great issue. Into it. You read this one?
Yes. Oh God, I love this one.
Yeah, kind of a lot going on. Because it's more than just Autobots and Decepticons now. There's kind of like a separate Decepticon group, and the Autobots are actually split up into two groups at this point. And no one's getting along with anybody. So, yeah.
Here's a very fun, very cool
Ooh.
figure. Death's Head.
Here's Death's Head.
Does
A figure.
not have another grabby hand.
Specifically, Death's Head 2.
Death's Head 2.
Doesn't have another grabby
Does
hand?
not have another grabby hand.
That's because.
Oh, does it just go there? That's better. Don't need a grabby hand.
Yeah.
Hand axe.
Who needs to grab an axe when your hand is axe?
Haas Delgado core.
This is a figure I never thought they would make, just because again, I mean,
This one
I
I
would've-
genuinely never thought they
I would have predicted, Blackheart a million times over Death's Head 2.
Granted,
Or no, this is one.
This is one, yeah.
Yeah,
That's- we
Death's Head
have
2
Death's Head
is the other one. They actually made first a long time ago.
as a Build-A-Figure for the Guardians of the Galaxy, because he was a Guardians villain for a little bit.
No, he wasn't a build figure.
What the fuck are you talking about? Yes, he was. No. He
Tiger
was-
Man was built.
Tiger Man was the Build-A-Figure for him. That's not his name. Titus.
Titus, yeah. I couldn't remember his name.
Man.
Who knows who he is?
Titus is another one that I would have never guessed in a billion years, but
Yeah. But,
Marvel Legends has always been that motherfucker. That it's like, you
Look
want
at-
an obscure character?
look at the
That texturing
texture.
on that. And that's not like a print, that is texture.
Like,
Give me his
that's
other
another
hand.
thing. Not only did they make Death's Head, they're like, we're going all out and making the best Death's Head we can. So he can store his weapons,
All three of
them in the shield. Oops.
And store the shield on his back. Not very well.
Can the shield attach anywhere? I guess the shield can probably also become a hand.
Yeah.
Although still, I do. It would have been nice to have a second grabby hand. But I mean, he's super sick. And even again, just all the texture on the battle damage and little scuffs and stuff everywhere. He's got scuffs all over like his little skirt thingy.
I love
His
the
boots, even has blast bolts like in his boots.
I know we moved past him, but I love the all-over texture on
The shield.
Blackheart.
And again,
like, on
not
his
even just
hair,
painted;
too.
those are indented.
You hear me?
Yeah. All right.
He's huge. My God.
Yeah.
Time for another big boy.
Let me stand regular person. Yeah, so can y'all see he's got an inch, maybe more.
Yeah.
Probably about an inch at least. And then we have Shiver Suspense Stories.
Shiver me timber.
A nice Adam Hughes cover here. And this was, a little anthology, just one shot of some Christmassy horror stories. And I will say that I enjoyed this quite a bit. I think... Oh, I didn't see that one. Not a story, it's just like a single page here at the end. Pretty cool art. Trying to go back to it real quick. The second story had a bit of a flat landing, but other than that, pretty solid overall. Then we have a blank cover here as well. Nice, fun, Christmassy colors. I have no idea what I would get on this, but I feel like you can do something fun. I'm pretty sure I did not read Terminator issue 2, so I need to find that one and read it, because I did, or did I read 2? I'd have to look at it. I don't know. But I quite enjoyed issue number 1. I remember reading that one. I might have read 2. Now that I actually think about it, I'd have to check. Anyway, issue number 3 here. This is a Edwin Galman variant. Or I think it's actually... Yeah, it's a variant. That one's pretty fun. We also got a Cat Stags variant. And probably my favorite. This is David Cousins? I don't know. Pretty cool cover though. Ooh.
Scar, son of Hulk.
This is, in my opinion, long overdue. They had one, I think it was early Hasbro, that just wasn't very good.
Yeah. He's got really cool eye detail. Like, if you look in there, it's hard to see.
Yeah.
It's funny, the one that shows his eyes a little better, Marco, this head, does not have those cool eye details.
Oh, that's a sick head, though.
Yeah.
I think I might like that one. The only thing I don't like about it is it's a lot less hair. But I do like that. That's pretty cool. I don't know. Which one do y'all like better? I think both are pretty solid. Oh,
He's got
that's
the
pretty
knife
cool. Kind of looks like it's a horn.
It does. It's a water pouch.
Yeah. Very
Long hair
solid
down.
figure.
I think long hair down. He looks very menacing.
I like both. Both are really
and
solid.
he is bigger than Death's head.
He's bigger, yeah. Probably maybe a quarter of an inch.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a Hughes cover. I skipped it. I did get some blanks for Cruel Kingdom. Great possibilities for swords. And did that come out this week or when did Cruel Kingdom come out? Or is that supposed to come out this week? Let's see. Because I should have got that. That's not supposed to... Or maybe you're just saying you ordered it. Because that's not supposed to be out till January 8th. I'm excited for that one. Because it's going to be pretty different, I think. Where will that one-shot fit in when it's collected in the From the Abyss horror section? The Shiver suspense stories? Are you asking, do you keep all your EC stuff together? Because like technically on the I don't know why I can't think of any words tonight. What is the sheet called that has all the list with all the comics on it
Don't remember.
that we get every single week?
Yeah.
Invoice. On the invoice, it lists all EC titles as EC, blah blah blah, whatever, you know. So it's always alphabetized under E. If your comic shop puts books out alphabetically, unless they change it and put it in Abyss or whatever, or it would be under E if they're just following the invoice.
Papa, I wish you didn't join the mafia. Papa.
Was this a Walmart exclusive or
I
something?
think so. He's got a sick secondary head too.
But is it a hat molded to the head?
No, it's molded to the head.
Okay. Yeah, here's a secondary head. It is nice, but it doesn't have the hat, so it loses.
And the hat completes the outfit.
Yeah.
Got two punchy
But yeah,
hands.
this was a Walmart exclusive or something, and then is this one that Logan found for us?
Logan Gaypart, yeah.
Yeah. So our friend Logan found this at a Ross or something. For like $20, wasn't it?
Yeah, $20.
And this was a pretty hard to find figure for a while, and it is clean. Did we ever get the other one? The other Joe Fix-It?
Build a figure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
That was the first one we had.
I know.
Then what are you asking?
I didn't know if we got it. I just know it was the first one. But we
No, I said that's the first one we had. And you said I know, and that confused me.
I don't know why asking you a question confused you. Do we have the other one? You're like, what? Why would you ask me that? Because I don't know the answer. I don't remember what was in the wave, so I can't definitively say this, but we probably wouldn't have cared about getting the other one. That one came out first.
There was a lot of good stuff in that wave, I
I
think.
have no idea what's in that.
The leader was in that wave.
I didn't remember
He's
a
on your
single
desk
figure from that
somewhere.
wave. Yeah, he was, for whatever reason. Anyway, this one's a lot nicer because it comes with a Tommy gun, and it's huge. It is absolutely massive.
Mhm. He's slightly bigger than his son.
Yep. I don't know.
I think it's the hat.
I don't know. Slightly, and I actually do think it is the hat. Yeah. Stand.
No, that was. I think it was a very fun wave. It was a classic Falcon. It was Kang. It was Jocasta. It was Thunderstrike. It was an Iron Man you didn't like. It was the video game blue one.
Yeah, I mean it's
And
okay.
it was
wave.
something you really don't like. It was the Captain America video game like stealth suit version.
Yeah, I mean it sounds like a very whatever wave.
Those are all figures I would get, and I did.
You are going to give it to me. Don't you have it? Do you not have it? I thought you got it when it came out.
Yeah, I thought you did too.
Will it be collected with epitaphs from... Oh, for trade paperbacks. Okay. Because it's a horror one-shot, but it's a different type. I don't know. It might be the only way to get it. Oh, not the build... He doesn't have the Build-A-Figure. Gotcha.
Okay.
I don't even know where it is. It's somewhere in a box.
Yeah.
Alright, moving on. We're almost done. And then we'll get to do FOC. How many more figures you got?
Several.
Yeah. We have Heat Seeker Combustion 2. There we go. I was looking for the number. Very nice Derek Chew cover. And if you want, I'm sure there's a $20 foil version as well. I think that's the A cover. Yes, it is. They've been having pretty good artists. Not all. Well, I shouldn't say it like that. I feel like fairly consistently there's been at least one pretty solid artist on their covers. Oh, I didn't. Did I read this one? Oh, I didn't get around to reading this one. I was thinking I did.
That's so strange.
Through the... Is it Bows?
Decades.
Is it Bows? Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
A Yuletide offering
Deck
again.
the bows with something holly. Blah 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 blah.
And then we got just DMCA striked. Way to go, Chris. Anyway, this is another one-shot Christmas book, but this one's from Distillery.
And owned by someone?
Well, yeah, everything's owned by... I don't know if that's old
No.
enough to be in public domain or
It's
whatever.
public domain. No one owns it.
Yes and no. You can still own certain versions of stuff.
Well, no one owns the version I just did because I messed up the words.
No, strangely enough, no, like seriously, even like if you want to play like classical music on my stream right now or whatever, they still, now whether or not it's like legal the way that they're doing it, but they will still, like, some random person that has redone that song can still copyright strike you, and it's just not even worth the hassle to actually deal with it.
Yeah.
So just because like the machine and algorithm or whatever it like processes, like these are the same, you know, and they get away with it and make money off the song that they didn't write.
The Super Adaptoid.
God, his shield is massive.
Yeah.
Does he not have a grabby hand?
No.
That's kind of weird.
Doesn't come with.
So they gave him a shield to grab onto, but he doesn't have a grabby hand.
Doesn't come with any extra hands.
And also, he has this big spike thing, which actually makes it kind of hard to...
Yeah, it does.
This is a bit of a weird figure.
I wouldn't try to shove it on there.
We got him real cheap.
Yeah.
Okay, he's barely holding on to that thing. But I mean, he's fun. This is one that shouldn't have made it past the review board. Because I don't know anybody that really wanted this and was like, yeah, I'm going to pay... What was his retail? 60 or
Maybe.
something?
Yeah.
For the Super Adaptoid. This version of the Super Adaptoid.
I think people would have much rather had the more modern, like, human-sized one.
Terrence says 80.
80. He's much larger than Joe Fixit. We've just been getting bigger.
Shield is supposed to go on his back, but doesn't. Yeah, there's no way at all. There is like this weird hole, but I mean, does he have any other pieces or anything?
That is it.
Yeah, then there's absolutely no way to even attempt that. Very odd choice. Again, we like weird things, so cool, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I'm gonna put him. This thing's supposed to come out. The star.
I kind of picked at it, but it didn't feel like it.
No, whatever.
Anyway, moving on. So I didn't read this one. I thought I did, but apparently, whatever, you know. Then we have another distillery book. We have Warm Fusion. This is a nice Lotte cover. Nothing really on the back, but. And then another Lotte cover on another distillery book. We have City Beneath Her Feet. Both of those are number ones, and I didn't read. I think it's number one. Yeah. I just got them because they were Lotte covers. Anyway, that's it for that. Let me pull up the FOC. Alright. We'll start on FOC. So starting off with Boom Studios. Nothing for us, it looks like. On to Dynamite.
I really like this Photon figure. One problem for me, it has heels and won't stand.
It's like mainly a bunch of exclusive, like, re-release stuff. Oh, there's no Marvel section.
Shay mentioned that earlier today.
Well, we might have to come back to this and see if a Marvel section is added, or maybe they could be skipping a week. Sometimes they do.
I mean, it's around Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, it could just be that.
Maybe. Log out and back it. No, it has nothing to do with that. Sometimes they just skip weeks, so it could be that. Not seeing anything in the other section either. I mean, honestly, and that's kind of possibly indicative as well, as it seems like there's not a lot coming out for everybody else as well. I feel like this section is usually huge, you know? And like we're already in L's and I've really barely scrolled, so this is a goofy cover. You think she can outrun this tidal wave of tentacles in this little scooter?
No hentai for me today. No, thank you.
Are you sure about that?
Oh no, she didn't outrun it. She's gonna commit seppuku.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like.
Margot, Doctor Doom.
Just give me a second, because I feel like I'm almost at the bottom of this list. And we didn't even pick anything. Literally, I didn't order anything. That list is usually a lot longer. I'll check on it later in the week, you know, but We'll give it the good old. I just opened it up, but yeah, it's probably just. Is there 5 weeks this month?
I don't know.
No. Or I guess it depends on how they count. I guess there's 5. Yeah, it's 5 Tuesdays. So, when they do 5 weeks in a month, they do usually have 1 week that has basically nothing to order, or a week where nothing's coming out as well. So I assume that's probably what this is. Because, there's not really... Again, like I mentioned on Dynamite, I was like, this is all, like, exclusive stuff. There's not a single regular book that comes out in the year. Boom does have some regular books coming out. They got quite a bit, actually, here, especially for Boom. But, yeah, everybody else... Oh, wait. No, I'm reading Arcbound. Yeah, I do need to order this. So 1 book to order. I'll definitely be grabbing the Panosian variant.
The grabbening.
I can't remember if I ordered if there was a Panosian for issue 2. I don't think I've got that one in yet. So anyway, I saw that title, and for whatever reason, it didn't click in my brain that that's one that I was getting. Let me look up Arcbound 2. Go ahead and switch back to this. Yes, I ordered the Panosian variant. It's supposed to be out this week, but our stuff's delayed, so we'll probably get it late this week or something. Also, did you show Terrence the Transformers?
No.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't in today.
He wasn't in today.
You will want one.
We got in Transformers #1 10th printings. Because we got like a very small amount of our books for this week in. But we are
maybe
waiting.
Like a third of everything.
We're waiting for everything to come in just so it'll make sense and whatever. And also they're doing it. If it was me, I could probably do it and handle both of them, but they're obviously having a hard enough time as it is. So
I'm having a hard time.
That being said, Chris showed me the 10th printings, and they're like this embossed gold foil.
They're beautiful.
It's a reprint of the #1A with Optimus on it, and then
it's got like this gold. It's basically an homage to that A with Starscream.
Yeah, there's a Starscream one that's like the same style, I guess we'll say, and it was super cool. Like, it's one of those that when you see in the order, the FOC, it's like, whatever. But when you see it in real life, it is sick. Mm-hmm. They did a very good job on that. It was really nice.
Careful with him, he's holding his mask.
This is fun, but I kind of would like this to be a Doombot, I feel like the suit is it's like low-key, and
that's the
Doom
suit
body.
he wears during Secret Wars.
I get you, but if you're gonna have...
If I were to want it, I would want the battle-damaged one on that one cover that was all, destroyed.
Yeah, that's true.
Here's his hooded head.
Realistically, what I would want, but it's not feasible, because that one 3-pack comes with a great Doombot. But it's just like, how you gonna army build that? And it's an expensive set. And here's the other head. I guess this head wouldn't be a really good Doombot head anyway.
Careful with the mask.
I didn't lose it.
And Photon. Or Captain Marvel, I think, at that time.
I don't know.
I mean, she's
For
labeled
whatever
abnormal
reason,
in the box, so-
her wings remind me of, I don't know what they're actually called. I've only ever called them in my life helicopters. But you know the little things that blow off the trees and spin around and hit the ground? That's what they look like.
Yeah, I've only ever called them helicopters.
Well, when I was about to say it, it was like, it just occurred to me
I've never called them by a real name.
that, you know, there might be people that don't call them helicopters, potentially. I don't know.
No, we do not have two of that doom. You have this set.
The I want it was in reference to the Transformers.
Oh. Marco, always. Hercules.
This is the retro Hercules, right?
Yes. You're doing it again, aren't you?
No. I was actually trying to seriously pose him. His biceps a bit too big to rest his...
I'd love to rest my hammer on my shoulder, but my arms are just too big.
It's not a hammer, it's just a beating stick.
My beating stick. I think it's actually a mace. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
He's got an angry face, too. Grr.
I like Hercules playful.
Mm-hmm. Because I feel like even in battle, he's playful.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you're going to try to destroy the world? This should be fun.
The worst apocalypse we've ever seen? Oh, I'll joke around, you know? And as opposed to someone like...
You know, hopefully this will be a challenge. You know, that's his energy he brings to a fight.
Yeah.
Looks like a loofah. Yeah. Rotors. I think that's what the helicopter blades are called. The things that fall off of trees. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Because nobody else even mentioned it.
No. They're seeds. They're seeds.
Let me turn my brightness down. These things.
Appalachian ground.
Okay, Terrence calls them helicopters. Maple seeds is what they are, apparently. And again, also, it could be a thing of, you know, depending on where you are in the world, you might not have those.
Yeah. It's like how roly-polies have like 50 billion names.
What are their other names?
I forget, but I remember there's a bunch.
I don't know. I don't know what else to call those. Do you know what those are?
People call them pill bugs.
Xbox? Have you seen those? I've never heard pill bugs.
They look like pills.
Talking about actual helicopter. Okay, you've seen those. Okay. Do you call them helicopters? That's what the only name I've ever heard them called. But again, that's just like by my family, you know.
These might be the only Spider-Mans I keep with the mask off.
Yeah. Oh, I like the shine to his blue.
Yeah, he's got a bit of texture to him as well. It's kind of hard to see. He's like almost smooth, but like...
Is this the end suit?
That's the end suit that we see for like 3 seconds. The one I hope we see again.
Yeah.
Because it's perfect.
Yeah, no, we're going to get some crazy super textured suit. Or over-designed, rather.
Yeah. And I don't mind the suit having a little more design to it, you know? Like...
But when it's perfect, it's perfect.
You could argue that this suit is over-designed with the lines popping out. This is the Toby suit. But I think it's fine. I thought
once I knew someone...
Civil War suit was fine. People hated the Civil War suit.
No, that was good, yeah.
Yeah, I know, I like it, but when it came out, you know, and they had
I don't like the gold suit.
That's fair. I'm not a big fan of the Iron Spider suit.
Once I knew someone who called them noses because you split the bottom and I guess it sticks to your nose. Well, that's crazy.
Splitting a bottom.
Also, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
Like, you crack it and then it, like, clamps on your nose? Type thing? Definitely never done that.
I wouldn't hang around these people anymore. They sound like a bad influence.
Yeah, that's wild.
Tobey Maguire. Give him these hands. I think you gotta show off that head.
Yeah. There's the Toby mask.
I'll put it in the thing box.
You don't want this hand?
Oh, that is a good hand.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's a good one.
Give him that one. Yeah, that's right. This one doesn't come with both of them. The 3-pack that originally came out comes with 2 of those hands, so he can like crawl. He's doing a Logan, our coworker. You know, Marco? I'm talking about more like when he goes like this.
Yeah. Maybe like that. That's a little bit better.
I'm the spicy Spider-Man.
I feel like his head looks a little big for his body. Or body maybe
That's
too
just
small.
Tobey Maguire.
Maybe his body's too small for his head. I don't know. Get in focus, Toby.
An angry director.
What leg doesn't want to bend? Tip for everybody that does action figures. If you don't know, if you're having difficulty moving a joint,
Try harder.
Don't break it. Run it under hot water. Just let
9 out of 10 people give up right before they succeed.
Shut up. Some people will say like, "Oh, you got to boil water," or you don't need to do that. Just turn your sink on, let it get hot, hold it under there, try 30 seconds, see if it works. If not, a little bit longer. Or if you can't get a piece to go into something, let it warm up. It softens it. Oh, yeah, when you Google it, they're called nosies because we would slightly split them in half where the seed is, and they would be sticky enough to stick to your nose. I've never heard of anyone doing that in my life.
Makes sense. It's maple.
It was maple. We've learned that today now. I had no idea what it was.
Oh, did you hear that?
Was he snoring?
Just one.
Yeah.
Just one.
And then the darkest suit.
Yeah.
This is a weird hand.
Yeah. Don't know what. Come hither, child.
The
boy.
Andrew Garfield. I feel like, isn't these some we've been sitting on for a while too?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had these for quite some time.
Why does it look like Tom Holland surprised Toby there? Weird hand.
Where's his mask?
Right here. I kind of wish his eyes were yellow.
Weren't his eyes thinner?
No.
No.
Toby probably had the thinnest eyes. We're getting close to the end. 3 left.
I mean, maybe I'm just thinking about this poster where his eyes, or his head's kind of tilted down more. I don't know. I only watched those movies when they came out. He was the most unrealistic Spider-Man, because how is he supposed to get all that hair in that mask and it not be a jumbled mess? Andrew, behave. Come on.
Here, show this while I...
Where is the spot? There we go. Yeah, these are all from, well, yeah, these are all from No Way Home. This suit is the one in the, was it a post-credit or was it just the end of the movie?
I think it was just the end of the movie.
You don't really get a good look of this suit, but it's at the very end of the movie, and he kind of is just swinging around or something, I think. Oh no, what have you done, Tom? Now I see why you didn't finish them last night. We would have been streaming normal. Yeah, I mean, it was already like a 3.5 hour stream, and we're still not done. There's that back. Ooh, I can't wait for him.
Hold on, how do I...
Ow. He might be the one I'm most excited for.
Oh, you can take his cape off, but why would you? Eyeball.
Yeah, I wanted to get everything done last night, but it wasn't happening. Again,
which hand gets what, Marco?
No stream next week, but we will be streaming on New Year's Eve. We don't do anything for New Year's, I don't care. So, but I mean, I'm not gonna stream on Christmas, you know. And there's not really another good day to try to do something, I don't think. Probably right hand gets that. What's the other? What else do you have?
Sword.
Maybe.
Well, I'm already trying this.
There.
He's such a big boy.
Let's try to see if it had any difference. I mean, that is a really thick spear.
Putting that.
Why do you keep trying to throw stuff into the trash? Man, he does not want to hold this.
You really don't.
There we go. So here's Thor.
That is Odin.
This is Odin. Odin Borson. There we go. So yeah, this figure is super sweet. Been waiting for him. This is again another one I really never would have thought that they would have made him like this. That they would have gone this
much of an extra mile.
Yeah.
The cloth cape's pretty good.
Yeah, it's fine. It's pretty basic, but I like this a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The fur. I saw someone on Instagram made like a 3D printed big throne for him that looks gorgeous.
That he probably can't sit in.
Oh, because like he actually can't sit.
Yeah.
You mean? Okay, I was like, why not? He might be able to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He also has this other crown.
He probably can.
Or helmet.
Yeah. So yeah, he comes with some extra stuff. Or is it just this really?
Yeah.
And hands.
And hair. No helmet hair.
Oh, you can just take off the helmet, both helmets, and just have hair.
Hair.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can make him just have hair if you want, but that's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, when he comes with two very solid choices of helmet. Like, I mean, if this is our pick, we talked about it before. But, I mean, if you said, hey, I want to pick this one, I can't fault you for that. It's a sweet helmet. But, yeah. Very, very sweet figure. Maybe my most anticipated. The next one is also a potential most anticipated.
I'm running out of room to keep these
Yeah.
guys. God, and he's bigger than Hulk.
Yeah.
Or Joe Fix-It.
And I think it's even without his helmet.
I think this next one's gonna be bigger.
I think it is. Could be Legend of the Year, honestly. It's pretty freaking awesome. We'll have to open this next one and compare and see. You know, this one could blow me away, so who knows.
parts.
I know. Yeah, he can't even fit in this package altogether. They had to disassemble him.
Avengers disassemble him.
What was that? Oh.
They had to secure him good, too. Is that it? Why 2 straps? Oh, no, there it is. I just couldn't see it. That's on his feet, too. Do you want to show him like this first?
So here's Hulkbuster.
His chest looks a bit scrawny right now.
For now.
Here.
You have to put both on at the same time? Or?
I don't know.
It looks like it. Wait. What? Oh, okay, I get it now. Now, he had chest day.
Don't forget these, Marco.
Yeah. I don't think it matters, does it?
I think it might. They got to angle outwards.
Oh, yeah, okay. So,
I think that's the other one.
that's unfortunate. Get in there. It's like the 6th thing you've thrown into the trash bag.
Keep you on your toes.
Come on. Close up. Who you gonna call? Hulkbusters, yeah. So this thing is super freaking sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
He could sit in a throne.
His armor's got just a little bit of a kind of pearlescent shine to it. Trying to get him in a good let's go Hulk.
Gonna sumo the Hulk.
Yeah. He's got a lot of like, cool details all around him.
Yo, why you doing that to his ass?
What? I did that.
No, I'm talking about like the way his back's bending.
Oh, he's just got a big ass. What do you mean, make his ass not big? I really like all the texturing in there, though. Catch Ghost Rider, Odin, Sabretooth, Hulkbuster, and She-Hulk might be my top 5. Cakebuster, yeah. Oh, let's stand him straight, though. I want to see him next to Odin.
He's definitely bigger.
Oh, I know, but I want to see how much bigger. Not too much if you include the helmet, but bigger. And definitely
Definitely bigger
wider
than,
and...
I think most Hulks.
Yeah. Hulkbuster's always supposed to be bigger than Hulk. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Odin's Ravens.
Moonin and...
Hogan. No, not Hogan. I don't
Is it
remember.
Hunan or something?
Google it while I open up this next thing. The last thing. Odin's Ravens.
Hugin and Moonin.
Okay.
Yeah. Another thing into the trash. Yeah, they've been doing a lot of big stuff here lately.
Mm-hmm.
Did you already open your She-Hulk? Yeah, we opened that forever ago.
Yeah.
She's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's the thing. I wish I would keep track better of what came out so that we could do, because I think we tried to like do it one time to like look up like what figures came out, you know, this year or whatever, and like the list had a bunch of weird stuff that's like, well, that came out, you know, last year or whatever. Why is it on this list? And I don't know. It seemed odd. But yeah, I'd have to look at everything and like really see. Out of the stuff here, let's see, what'd you say? Ghost Rider, Odin, Sabretooth. See, we didn't get that Sabretooth, so I can't fully. I mean, it looked great, but I can't fully speak on it. Hulkbuster, She-Hulk.
Oh wait, he's over here.
So it's gonna be hard to display this because it's supposed to sit on the ground. But he has this piece if you want to have him pop in a wheelie, but then you could also just, you know, have him sitting down and have both flames on the tires. So yeah, here's the Ghost Rider. He's got a lot of fun spikes all around him. His jacket is different than the other Ghost Riders, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
His pants, I don't know. I mean, they just kind of look like pants.
Oh.
I'd have to look at the other one. But yeah, he's pretty fun. His chain on his chest is different too, actually. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know if another one has that.
It having that like lock on it, but the flame whip chain is the same. Skull head I think looks the same.
It's the same.
We got to get him on the bike, which means he's got to get rid of the whip. Or does he have another grip hand? He's probably want to do that and keep the whip, right? Can you take off the... No. So you can't take off his bracelet and give it to someone else, sadly. If you want to make a, I don't know, goth Professor X or something. Sorry if that was loud, I kind of punched the mic. And here's Ghost Rider. Not my favorite cycle, but again, the figure itself is really well done. So there's certain things, you know, like I'm not super crazy about the character of Scar, but this figure is sweet. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, or a better example, actually.
No.
Into the trash.
Things away.
Nobody cares about Death's Head. Few people know who he is. He used to be a Transformer. I think he might have more Transformer fans than Marvel fans, honestly. But, honestly, this is probably in my top 5 of Legends this year.
Yeah.
Do you have a Death's Head, Terrence? Because, I mean, they really... Like, even, I don't know if I showed the axe detail, but, like, all those chips and everything in it, the damage, like, they really did this damage super well.
They're just just on top of it with Legends.
And that is the end, right?
Yes.
So now we are caught up on figures. We'll be getting more stuff soon enough, I'm sure. But hopefully from here on out, we'll start opening things during a regular stream. And then we won't have to worry about getting behind like we did. This Ghost Rider has some cool damage on him, too, on the plate here. Pretty much just there, it looks like, though. But the flame effects and everything are all really cool, so... Very sweet, solid figure. My question is, do you have him pop in the wheelie, or do you have both flame wheels?
I think popping a wheelie.
I
You
think
don't have a popping a wheelie effect.
I
and not
know,
have a
but, like,
popping the wheelie.
It feels bad not to use a flame wheel, you know what I mean?
We got another Ghost Rider.
We got another Ghost Rider.
I don't know what voice that was.
I hope 2025 gives us Robbie Reyes. Doubtful, but I'm always forever hopeful. Who needs a flame effect?
Be a sneaky bastard.
Maybe. I don't know what he could do with it, but
Stand on it. Oh my god.
I feel like it's too small for him. I was thinking like for example, like if he's striking the ground, you know, it could be kind of cool. You know, something like that.
You telling me that's not a freeze ass stance?
Yeah, but I mean that's a stance. I don't know.
I think it's the tail. It really adds.
Well, yeah, Frieza does have a tail.
It's the kind of tail.
A tail? A non-furry tail?
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield? What? What about Andrew Garfield? One of your figures of the year?
He's alright.
Or are you saying give him the flame? Like that, kicking the ground? Or maybe if he's... I'll change the pose a little bit. He's running. He's the Flash now. Which way did you mean, though? Is he running? Is he kicking? Or even like this could be like he came to a screeching halt. Lots of things you can do with it. He's got a new chain. Yeah. Yeah, lots of cool stuff. That's going to be it for tonight. We're going to go chill and play some games. I like the Warbird figure. We haven't got that one yet. That was a Target exclusive or something.
Yeah.
She did look good from the pictures I've seen. Tad small, but a very sweet figure. Didn't like that she sold out in 7 seconds though. Had to wait and pay extra for it. Yeah. So it's one of those that's like, if I saw it, I'd grab it, but I'm not that invested to go pay extra for her.
We saw it. You didn't grab it.
In the store?
Yeah. At least once.
No. There's no way. She sold out very quickly and is, I think, a pretty decently pricey figure.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it.
When have we even been to a Target lately?
It wasn't lately. It was a while back.
I think you're full, or think it's something else. And like, she's like $40, $50 figure. I know Logan wants her. We wouldn't have asked Logan if he wanted it or
I think
nothing.
he already had her.
I'm an older fan, so I remember buying her first comic book back in the '70s. Yeah, so I mean, like, I'm not a character I'm super connected with or anything. I think it's a great looking figure, and obviously we collect all kinds of stuff, even if we don't really care about who the figure is. But again, he came through the shop. You know, if this was stuck as just an SDCC exclusive, if he didn't get a regular release, hey, what's up, Cody?
I tried to.
But like, if he was like let's just say he was only SDCC exclusive, and let's say he was going for like $100, we probably would have just been like, man, you know, whatever, never mind. But he came through the shop, and you know, we got him, and it's fine. You know, that's the thing. I don't know. There's not a lot that we like actively hunt down anymore. Hi, Cody. Is any of this here something we had to put in extra effort to get? I mean, in a way, this was a little bit of extra effort because we didn't get it at the shop, but our friend found this at Ollie's for $20. So in a way, it's even less effort, you know, and resources put into it. Everything else is the shop, right?
Planning on hunting him down, but I found him.
Oh yeah,
by chance at a GameStop.
Yeah. So we got the other two a while back because we're like, these are the two that are going to sell out. And then we honestly just forgot to pick him up, and eventually he sold out. And so yeah, we just found him at a GameStop Monday. Eventually you'll be able to find it all cheap. Sometimes. You never know. I feel like if you get something, and you think, oh, I better get it now because it's going to, you know, go up in value, it'll go down in value. But if you're like, I'll wait, you know, then it gets expensive and becomes, like, I know a lot of people like waited on like Gladiator, for example. Now he's expensive. I'm sure there's something we passed up on that's pricey now.
Several Spider-Men. You used to be able to see Spider-Man UK in every Walmart that I ever went to.
Yeah.
And now he's a little pricier.
Yeah, you're not gonna find a Haslab Sentinel cheaper. Yeah, it's just hard to predict. I just picked up another Joe Fix-It this week. Nice. Oh, that's also another one of your accounts, Cody? Yeah, it's hard to predict. And some things, like a good example of one that everyone thought was going to be crazy expensive was the Storm and... Was it Warpath or was it his brother?
That was Warpath.
Okay. The Storm and Warpath 2-pack was a Target
It was
exclusive.
a 3-pack. There was another person in there, I believe.
Nope. Look it up.
Sure.
Look it up. Hey, what's up, Ian and Becca? That was like really expensive. It was like $100 or something, you know, maybe more than that. And really hard to find. And then they restocked it, and now it's like a $20 2-pack, which I think is still crazy to me. I can understand it coming down to something reasonable.
Oh, you know why I thought it was a 3-pack? Storm's head and cape is in the middle. And it makes it kind of like have the shape of a 3-pack.
Yeah, this is the pack I was talking about in case y'all don't
That's
remember.
Thunderbird, not Warpath.
Oh, it is Thunderbird, okay.
I think... Does Warpath come in a 3-pack?
He came singularly.
Yeah, he was a part of...
I just couldn't remember. I knew it was one of the brothers in that 2-pack. But anyway, that pack was crazy expensive, and now it's like $20.
It's goofy how big Warpath is.
And that's maybe my favorite Storm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a really solid... I mean, it's a good Thunderbird, too, but... Do you have that 2-pack? I have no idea. At least last time I checked, it was dumb cheap. We got it in the shop one time, and yeah, it was like... It's not worth anything.
It's like $20, I think.
I got a few at my disposal. Yeah, I just didn't know about that other. Wolverine and Cable 97 X-Men are hard to get. Yeah. Want the X-Men Funko sodas? I don't even know how many X-Men sodas there are. Seen people pay crazy prices for that classic Phoenix and Cyclops, the 2-pack from years back. Yeah, that was a grail piece for a while. I don't know what it's going for anymore. I haven't looked it up in a long time. Love that Storm from that one. My favorite look for her. Like I said, I think that's maybe, and there's a lot of good Storm figures, but that might be my favorite one. Is that Dewback? Yeah. It's a very nice Dewback.
As in, look at that smile. Isn't he nice?
Yeah, look at him. Nice to meet you. But yeah, you know, got articulated toes and everything, and very poseable. Sand Trooper's really trying to fall off, but you know, can move his head around, can move his mouth, can move his tongue. It's super sweet. It's one we wanted for a while, and finally got one coming in the shop. Well, Sand Trooper died. What are your thoughts on mixing Marvel Legends with Marvel Selects?
Depends.
I do it on the big characters, like you said, Hulk or Juggernaut. I feel like is fine. They're every now and then they go crazy, and like their Beta Ray Bill, maybe their best figure they've ever done, and yeah, I mean that thing. I like the Marvel Legends Beta Ray Bill, but it doesn't hold a candle to the Select one. So it just depends, you know. But like, you know, for like whoever, Mr. Fantastic or somebody, a regular sized person, they're too tall for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Abomination is a gorgeous sculpt. Their Titanium Man is awesome. Yeah, he's super cool. Him, Crimson Dynamo is really nice. They have a lot of really nice Hulks. Their Hulk Buster is great. Funnily enough, it's actually most of their big things are bigger than Legends, but it's smaller than this.
Mm-hmm.
I will say one thing I do like over on the Select one versus this is the red on the Select is a gorgeous, like, hot rod red. I don't know, like it's just a beautiful paint that I do like over this.
I want to see something.
Their Annihilus looks good. Yeah, we don't have the Annihilus, don't we?
He's not out yet, I don't think.
Is he not? I don't know. So I mean, the Select Hulkbuster is still a great figure. Very, very solid. Oh yeah.
It's not always about the money, Spider-Man.
Yeah, you can put the Tony head in there. That's a pretty good Tony head.
It is a really good Tony head.
His hair is really nice. It's probably, yeah. I mean, we wouldn't pose it like this for sure, or display it like this, but that is probably, or maybe even the best Tony head I've ever seen.
There's some really good Tony heads.
This one's hair is really nice though. Like the face is
the
it's
mullet
good.
one, Marco? The mullet one's really good.
Yeah, I mean that was fun, but like this is like really just nice detail and kind of went above and beyond.
I'm so easily amused, Marco. Look.
No, I don't think so.
No, it's a big thing.
It's a big peg.
I can do something funny.
It's hard to get this off.
Yeah.
You don't have a lot of room to kind of get a grip on it and pull some leverage onto it.
Gotta turn his head upside down.
You have 3 of the Abomination, Terrence?
Terrence.
It's a good figure. I don't know if it warrants that much. Do have you guys built painted Gundams or Warhammer figurines?
Son of a bitch.
It's a new fat sweep in LA. It's been a big thing for a long time.
I don't even think it's new in LA.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you're just noticing it or something, but yeah, I mean, it's been a big thing. Me and Chris put this one together. Did you get this for like my birthday or something one year?
Yeah.
This is my favorite Gundam.
Like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, something like this, or something like that. This is just one we had to build. We didn't have to paint it or anything.
I have an airbrush, so I've thought about getting models that you have to paint, you know, but haven't gotten there.
I mean, even then, I don't think you can just fully airbrush a Gundam.
No, but like it definitely helps.
To a degree, but I don't know. Even so,
Damn, he dusty.
How long did this take us to put together?
Marco, that is not that. That is,
Oh, is this the other one?
yeah.
Where's the model?
He's in my room.
Is he?
Yeah.
Why is he in your room?
Because he's with the other Gundams.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Anyway, okay, he's not that one. But he's the same Gundam.
I didn't look up at him until just now.
Yeah, because he has the big gun.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, it's the same Gundam. That's the Gundam Universe one that comes pre-built. Regardless, we didn't paint him. And how long did it take us to put that Gundam together? We did it together.
I think part of the reason it took us so long is we
That's
put
not-
it together on a coffee table, and we were over like this doing it.
Whatever. It took us, 3 hours maybe?
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Something like that. And
Marco was like, I hate this.
I wanted to get it done because I wanted it to be made. But it's not something I would ever do. Some people, and I get it, some people can find it very therapeutic and relaxing to make any kind of model or whatever, but wasn't for me. I don't have that kind of patience, that particular patience, I guess. I can be a very patient person, but with certain things I can be very impatient. None of my friends who paint them actually care about the franchise. Yeah, there's some people that don't know anything about Gundams and just like to do. There's people that do that with like Warhammer and stuff as well. They just like to paint figurines, you know. It's just something mindless to do, I guess. Yeah. I put a big Gundam together in the late 90s, a master grade maybe. I had it fully articulated figures, a very big model. I think they're super cool when they're put together. But I'm the type of person, I just want it put together. I just want to buy it complete, you know. Fun fact, Chris paints the Gundams while listening to Gun... Same, I would not be patient when dropping tiny pieces and spilling paint everywhere. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. I can be extremely patient on certain things. I think on the right things, I can have overwhelming patience. And then something like that, I'm like, nope, I want this done right now. I'm not going to bother with it. Yeah. No undo button in real life. But yeah, no, Gundam's models have been a big thing. Probably more so than any other models, really. I mean, people do other models for sure, but Gundam is... Is there any other models that compete with Gundam at all as far as popularity?
Old people doing World War II planes.
That compete in popularity?
I don't know, Marco. There's always planes at the fucking Hobby Lobby. I feel like they gotta be selling.
Yeah, but that's just at Hobby Lobby.
Fair enough.
I like doing models, but don't seem to find much time to build them. Yeah, that's another thing. Some people just don't have time for them or stuff. 2 hours drawing at the desk. Last thing I want is to do more eye strain events. Fair enough, yeah. My eyesight's been going from too much computer/desk work. Yeah, my eyesight troubles have been somewhat documented on this channel, I guess. So I don't know. I also have issues with my hands from various, instruments that I've played and jobs that I've worked, and I've difficulty with my grip and stuff a little bit, and try to make a point of looking outside far away to try to fix it. But IDK man, I think I need glasses. Well, at least you didn't have anything that I had going on, so if you just need to get some glasses, it's not too big of a deal. It's so funny to think now that when I was wearing glasses, that I was like, nah, I can't do contacts. It's, I can't mess with that. That's too weird, like touching your eyes and all that. But now, every day I'm putting in, for those that don't know, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Yeah, do you see the line right there? I wear specialty glass contacts. That I have to fill them up with liquid, tilt my head over, and put them in, and I have to use special little plunger tools to get them in and out. This one's to take it off. This one's to get it in. I put in 3 different liquids into my eye every day. I have another one kind of as a backup if I need it. But yeah, so it's a big ordeal, and to think, it's just funny to think before where I was like, no way I can, because the regular contacts are super easy and by comparison, you just have to kind of put them in. But I was like, oh no, that's weird, I can't do that. And now I do so much stuff to my eye, I can, well, actually, if I were to touch the front part of my eye, I wouldn't even feel it, really, because it's a big glass thing on top of it. Not fun, but I imagine you. Wait, but you look kind of cool in a close-up. I guess. I don't know. I do traditional artwork, so I do a lot of penciling on board and inking with a brush. It can mess with your hands to hold it. Oh, I feel that. No, I can't really. I used to do traditional art stuff, but that's another thing. I've just done so many things with my hands over the years that I feel like they've really gone to shit. I don't know, for lack of better words. I used to do not so much painting, but I did drawing and I did print, silk screening, and I did etching and stuff as well, and clay work and all kinds of stuff. And then I played a bunch of different instruments, and then I probably one of the worst ones I ever did for me was the djembe. That one actually probably messed up my hands more than anything else. In retrospect, that definitely wasn't worth it. This short little stint that I put a lot of time into getting pretty good at the djembe. But you live and learn, I guess. I mean, not that I can do anything about it now, but Lawson, though, I'd like to see your art, though. Do you have a Instagram page or anything like that? Your hands will hold a brush in the same position for hours on end. Deadline's got to be met. Hands can get swollen. Try to take breaks when I can. Yeah. My wrists are in rough shape from constant editing and guitar keys. I was really good at the djembe. I was really, really solid at the djembe. For those that don't know what a djembe is, it's a hand drum, and so you're playing it like that, and it has the drum head over it, but on the edge is just wood. And so for that technique, sometimes you're literally just slapping the wood. And yeah, so I don't know. I mean, while learning, and I bruised my hands all up, and it hurt. It was it was definitely the most painful instrument I ever had to learn. And I could have settled for just like playing it a competent level, like just being fine. But I was like, nah, I like this. I'm having fun, and I went crazy with it and was doing all kinds of crazy little fast beats and stuff with it. And I did too much with it. I went overboard and beat the hell out of my hands with it. Like more expressive bongo. Yeah, see, I never really messed with the bongos. Someone did a Wikipedia page about me years ago. Okay, you have a website. Let me put that on my phone, and I'll check it out later. Or maybe look at it a little bit. Cool. So, where's your website? There it is. Oh, cool. You did some works for Hacks. Nice. It's good looking stuff, man. Anybody that hasn't seen his work, go check out his website. He's got some cool stuff on here. Wow, that Elvira is really nice. Alright, let me catch up on I have a pic of the two of us on an AM radio station of him playing it. Yeah, do we have any audio of that though? And even then, I don't think. I think when we did that radio station thing, is when I was just starting to learn it. So I don't think, from my memory anyway, I don't think I was super good at that point. I think my best work of that probably was just playing at little dive bars and stuff, and with nobody recording or barely anybody listening to it. So again, that's why I was like, I mean, really, I think that probably, caused quite a bit of damage to my hands, and really for nothing. At least some other stuff I got cool recordings of, or videos or whatever. You're on Twitter and Instagram. Okay, I'll definitely give you a follow on Instagram. I don't do Twitter, but I like Instagram. Is it just your name as well? Whoops. Helps if I can spell. Doesn't look like it's your name on Instagram. Either that or well, on Instagram when I search you, nothing popped up for either one as when I looked at the pages. But there's a Lost in Wallace and a Lost in Wallace 1. Oh, you don't post on Instagram. Okay, yeah. Fair enough then. But still, so there is two of you. There's two of you on Instagram. Unless that's both you. I got you into metal, and pain was worth it. Yeah, but that's like when I was doing drums, though. Like, learning drums, I did have some pains because... Oh, both of you? Okay, fair enough. Like, I got some scars and stuff on my knuckles still. Focus. Come on. But, so when learning drums, a regular drum set has metal rims around the drums. So, when... not really knowing where to place my hands and stuff at the beginning, I would bust my knuckles on the rims quite often. I'm sure that also wasn't good for my hands, but that also didn't last too long, I don't think. And also I don't remember being nearly as painful as learning the djembe. Lots of that's excellent work. I'm just starting to learn digital painting. Cool. It's a steep learning curve. Yeah, that's what I so I got a nice, what is this called? Not a drawing pad, but like a digital drawing pad. Is that the name? Anyway, I got a nice one of those. It's a Wacom 1, and I don't put any real time into practicing, but I've drawn a storyboard, and do a little bit of stuff, and it's just one of those things that it's like, it's not really what I want to get into. I like writing, and I want to focus on writing, but at the same time, like, it'd be awesome if I could just draw my own comics and just be able to do it, and it would look how I'd want it to look like. But that would involve putting a lot of work in to get to that point, and to get to something that isn't necessarily the goal that I want. I know there's people that write and draw their stuff and whatever, but I don't know, it's not the thing that I want to chase most exactly. So it's like, it'd be nice, and like I said, I used to do art, and used to be pretty decent at it. But even then, even when I was at what was my best, not saying I was like amazing, but my peak of visual art, I struggled with like creating dynamic poses and compositions and stuff, and didn't really click in my head. So I don't know. I liked it, but I never felt like it was what I was truly good at. Okay, let me try to catch up. I drew Elvira comics, Rocketeer, did Mars Attacks, and ROM covers, Thunder 8. Nice, cool. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I'll definitely start checking out more of your stuff. Don't Don't post on Instagram. Communicate to others there. Gotcha. I know I'm kind of popping around different messages. Sometimes I see a message at the bottom as I'm talking, and now I'm catching up on stuff. Mark, remember when I bashed my knuckle open during integrate band practice and bled all over your snare head? Yeah, I mean, I did that plenty of times too. The funny thing is like when you're drumming, you have a lot of adrenaline, you know, and so you, like honestly, probably every time that I busted my knuckles open, I didn't feel it. I didn't notice it was happening until either I noticed the blood or sometimes somebody would stop playing in the middle of a song and be like, "Are you okay? No, what's wrong with you? You're bleeding, dude." And I'm like, "Oh, I guess I am," you know. You don't feel it until later, you know. Just saw your Jeff sticker. I need one. I have 5 different Jeff stickers actually. They've been selling like crazy on Instagram. I'm very happy that people are falling in love with Jeff. I've been a big Jeff fan for years now. So I mean, I got him sitting up here. I got him over here. I got a Jeff over here. Actually, I got quite a few of these actually. That one's more so designed off the original Jeff from West Coast Avengers. He don't really look like that at all anymore. Oh yeah, Jeff stickers. So I got him in a shark costume. I got just a happy Jeff. I got a swimsuit Jeff. I got a Rivals Jeff. Oh, I have another one, but I guess I don't have it printed out. It's the Rivals Jeff, but in the dolphin costume. Okay. So, thank you, Cody M54. I've been drawing for 50 of those years. Yeah. Went to the Joe Kubert School. Nice. In the 90s. Turned pro in 96. Was drawing battles like Deadlands, Star Wars. That's awesome, dude. Just like Gundams, though, it can be meditative to mess around in Photoshop. Yeah, that's what... I do like doing storyboarding. I have enjoyed that, but I'm so far away from the skill level. What the hell is in my hair? From the skill level that I would want to be to produce a product, you know, that it's just like I would have to put in so much work. And that's another thing. To probably still not really be at the quality I would want it to be at anyway. Lost in a Family friend of mine is a former Disney animator, so he's got all the stories from that era. Nice. Had an Image comic one-shot called Lorna Relic Wrangler 2. Was fun. I drew it in the Batman animated style, which I did for DC licensing for years. Nice. Then we got Jeff's. Loving the Jeffs. His car was the Jeff Mobile. Yeah, I did have a car covered in Jeff stickers, but it got totaled out front of my house, unfortunately. Have you been doing the storyboards? I've been wanting to do them for my show, but don't know where to start. I have one printed out in this pile, I think. Oh my god. Ghost Rider, stop it. I was pretty sure I did anyway. Yeah, here it is. So, I just drew stuff in Photoshop, but this is a comic that I wrote. Interesting. Comic that I wrote and I drew the storyboard for, but again, like, it's not meant to be finished art. It's just meant to be like, this is what the flow of the story and how it would work, and ideally you get a better artist to redraw everything and maybe rework panels and do things like that or whatever. But this is just like a proof of concept type thing. So I just drew everything in Photoshop. Now granted, when you're printing the pages, because they're printed on pages and then you have to staple them, you have to, I forget the order, I have it written down on my computer because I can't remember, but like, so page 1, it goes page 1, 2, and then the last few pages are blank because it's a weird number. But then it's like, 33, 34 or something. How many ever pages is it? I can't remember. Did Chris fall asleep? He's just on his phone. He doesn't.
I didn't have anything to add to the conversation.
You're on your phone before any of that started.
Anything to add to that conversation.
When we were talking about Legends?
No, I was contributing to the Legends.
No, you're on the phone when you're still talking about Legends. Anyway, but yeah, so I mean, as far as if you actually have to print it out, then you have to worry about like you have to set up the pages in a weird way. But as far as if you're not printing it out, if you're just doing it for yourself, which I wanted to print it out so you could actually like read it and see, make sure you see the pages side by side and see how that all flows together. And so that it was all important for that concept. Still pretty good for a storyboard. Like, I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, I'm all right, you know, like as far as like compared to a person that doesn't draw, you know, I'm good in that regard. But as far as like if I were to put out something for a published work, then I'm like nowhere near anything, you know. I've considered starting a YouTube channel teaching people to draw dynamic figures. If you Google Lost in Wallace Rocketeer, you'll get the idea of kind of figures I'd be helping with. I mean, that'd be cool. I mean, I'm sure people would watch it and check it out. Depending on, you know, it's always a time commitment. You know, even on this channel, there's always things I'd like to do more. Like, even with these figures, ideally, I wanted to do videos, individual videos or grouped videos, you know, like probably would have opened all the figures that were the Blackheart Build-A-Figure set, would have done video on that whole wave together. But what happened was I was buying things, setting stuff to the side to make a video or make videos eventually, and then stuff gets in the way and more gets pushed back and you buy more stuff and you put it in the pile. And so this is everything. If you weren't here yesterday, I don't think you were.
I was here.
Were you? We opened, this is just Marvel Legends. We didn't get to finish what I thought. We did a bonus stream yesterday. And we opened Black Series and G.I. Joes and random stuff. And we had a whole bunch of other stuff that we spent. We did like a 3.5 hour stream opening up other figures of stuff we just didn't get around to. So that is kind of like the downside of YouTube is just time. Because even if you're just at the bare minimum recording a video and not doing any edits, which when I'm doing a figure video, I don't like to do. I like to try to cut out the dead space of how long it takes. Sometimes, you know, like you're struggling to get something out of the package, and it's like, in a live stream, it's a little bit different, you know. I don't think people care as much, but I think care as much. But when you're watching a video, I think that stuff should be cut out, probably. At least in my opinion, you know. But yeah, I mean, even if you're doing a video that doesn't require editing, like, I mean, it takes time to get all that stuff done. And so, like, if you can get it done, and then if at the end of the day you feel it's rewarding, then you should definitely do it. And especially if you can build a community around that and different artists that you're helping out, and especially something like that, you know, I've seen a lot of people where it's, you know, it is really fulfilling to have people, you know, a year down the line be like, hey, you know, this helped me out, and look at the stuff I can do now, and it's because you helped me with this video, and it means so much to me, and blah blah blah. So on that end, it can be pretty fulfilling. It's, you know, I don't know, teaching and helping people's can be a lot of fun. Okay. Thanks, I'll do that, but with placeholder people. So also, what I did a lot with my storyboard was I have a lot of these figures that I bought that I use for reference. So like I have these are Figuarts Bodycoon, and so there's superposed one you can figure out. And so for me, this made a lot more sense because I like action figures. I like putting them in poses and stuff like that. So I'm writing a story, and so if I want, you know, to have a guy that's like ready to fight or whatever, I'm like, if I were to just think about it, I would struggle thinking of like what that would look like. But if I take him and I play around with him for a little bit, and I'm like, okay, he's ready to fight, you know. And then I also have these, which are less, you know, realistic, but they come with different weapons and stuff and can kind of help you think about, you know, just you still, you know, and help with proportions and all that kind of stuff and everything too. But I got a box and it's like all kinds of weapons and hands and all kinds of stuff in here. So I do use those, and they helped out a ton. It would look a lot worse if I didn't have those. Okay. Trying to catch up on all the messages now. Okay, placeholder. So much of drawing is just confidence, and the rest is acquiring knowledge and experience. Yeah, for sure. It's something like that's what I was talking about. Like you have to put a lot of time and effort into it, and it's one of those things that comes easier to some people and harder to other people. But it would, for me, I feel like it would be so much more work than what I'm willing to put into something. Like if that was my ultimate goal, I wanted to be a comic artist, then I'd be like, okay, well I got to put in the time and effort. But it's like that's not really what I want, so it's not worth the time in that regard. Then for a side objective, you know what I mean? For me, it's a production quality triangle, 3 points, cheap, fast, good. You can only pick 2. Editing me a pain, I'm sure. I just opened up the Four Horsemen Frankenstein figure set while we're talking. Sweet. Yeah, that's what somebody else was opening up some figures yesterday while we were opening up everything. It's kind of fun, I guess, to get to share in that experience. So you can make something cheap, but you have to take time or expensive and fast. Yeah. I should get some of those. Could even film a previs. Yeah, so that's another thing. You could even if you want to be super basic, I'm just going to grab one of these figures. So you could, take a picture of him, he's in your storyboard, and then just put a name over him. Just, in Photoshop, just type a name over him. And that can, or, if you want to get different figures, be like, okay, Hercules is playing the role of John in this story, and Spider-Man's playing the role of Frank, and so you can just do a storyboard like that. There's all kinds of ways to do it, even if you don't really have any drawing skills or limited drawing skills. You work with what you got. And again, if that's not your main goal is to become an artist, there's workarounds for things. Boss Fight Studio has blank figures that I think would be great for posing. Yeah, there's quite a few different ones.
Waffles. Careful.
Come here, baby. The non-realistic looking ones, those I got off Amazon. They were pretty dirt cheap. They were like $10 or something. So the other ones were like maybe 40 or 50. I can't remember. I bought them a while back. But those were pricier, but obviously they pose a lot better and more realistic. So it kind of depends on what you're looking for. Foreshortening is tough at first, but you can make it faster. But you can master it over time. There we go. Creating depth is about stacking shapes and varying sizes. Yeah, and honestly, with stuff like that, I much prefer like a little bit of exaggeration, which can be tricky because if you do it, we'll just say do it wrong. I know it's not the right term, but if you do it wrong, it can look wonky. But artists such as Kim Jacinto, Elizabeth Torque, Daniel Warren Johnson, they can push things and make things, in others, but there's some ones off the top of my head. They can push things, make things a little bit more extreme, and it like sells the impact of the motion a bit harder, I think. And stuff like that I think is awesome, but it also eludes the concept of my mind, or the what I can grasp with my mind, I guess. It's like when I see it and it's done well, I'm like, that is awesome. It's super cool. If I were to try to do something like that, I do not understand, Those Four Horsemen guys went to the Cooper School too. Awesome. Me, I am super basic. As I said, something like as basic as that could work for you for sure. You got a brand suggestion for some basic bitch posable figures like you showed earlier. So like I said, if you want those cheap ones, I do not remember what they're called, but they're on Amazon, and they're very cheap. There's different ones that come with different weapons and stuff like that. And they come in different colors and stuff too, so if you wanted to buy a few different ones, so you could, instead of like I said, you wouldn't even need to write the names on each panel. You could just be like, hey, the black one is Bob, the blue one is Joe, the pink one is Sally. You could do it like that and still wouldn't be spending that much money, really. Okay. I'll try to look it up and send you a link later. I'm sure it's probably in my Amazon stuff somewhere. I did a 24-hour comic with those guys back around 97. It was about apes fighting robots. So, like, by 24-hour comic, does that mean, like, okay, we sit down, timer starts now, what are we writing about, what are we drawing, let's get working, let's start moving? Or did you have the story already and then draw it in 24 hours? Or just curious what you mean by that. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I got my first Warcraft fig today. Was it the yellow one? I have a feeling it was. I like dramatic exaggeration too. I grew up on Jack Kirby stuff. Yeah. Dramatic foreshortening is just more exciting to look at. Yeah, it can be, and some people don't like it. Even the good stuff. Like I know Kim Jacinto can be. Some people don't find him palatable, I guess, but I love his stuff, Got the Guardian of the Horde Orc Warrior. He is badass. Like the thin black stroke outlines on characters and your stuff. Yeah, I'm a sucker for line work. Been doing that to make them pop more from the background. Yeah, that's another thing. There's so many like you can draw well, but like you got to know certain techniques of like how to make things pop out and stand out differently from the background, and I don't know. There's so many things into it. Like it's complicated, and like I said, it takes time and work. I got 20 of the yellow figs. Oh yeah, those little posable guys. Cool things. I'll use colored gaffer tape on the figures. They come in different colors. You can just buy them in different colors. Super old school Cody or just super old. That's it. The whole thing from start to finish in 24 hours. Cool. Yeah, that seems like a fun little challenge. Working to the speed of light. Was it colored or just inked? I would imagine just inked, probably. I feel like colored is a little too much to also try to fit in there. It was colored on computer. Okay. Right now I'm working on Elfio adding line work and making his walk cycle. Was a team. It was nice. Cool. Were you just I guess what was your role? Were you drawing, or were you pencils and inks, or just one, or did you work on the script at all, or what did you have to? Was it kind of everybody collaborating on everything, or was it you had your part of the job? You were in charge of the big splash fight page. Okay, cool. Pencils and inks on one big page with 40 plus figures plus inking on 4 other pages. Okay. That seems really cool, man. I'll definitely so I guess I'll give you a follow on Instagram if you ever feel like chatting or shooting something my way or whatever. Feel free to. And I'll keep an eye out for your work now that I know about you. And check out more of your stuff and see what's going on. Waffles has decided it's time for attention. What is the IG handle? It's well, again, he doesn't post anything. He says he doesn't post anything on Instagram, but yeah, it's just his name. He said either one of those or him. But his website, which again is just the same name, has more examples of his artwork, and then you can just Google search stuff as well. Oh, use some customizing on action figure. Yeah, definitely send me some of that stuff. I like that's again another thing. It's like I've seen people do that, and I did start to dabble into it a little bit, but I'm just like
I've painted a few figures here and there, but nothing too crazy.
Part of me would want to work on painting sounds less interesting to me What I would rather do would be like sculpting and like adding stuff to figures. I don't know what you would call that exactly. But that sounds. If I were to do any of it, that would be the stuff I would be more interested in. You do a lot of sculpting. See, that's the one thing I do truly miss is working with clay. I used to love working with clay, but like that obviously is a big commitment. You know, if I want to draw again, I can get a drawing notebook, you know, and a pencil, and I'm good to go. You know, but if I want to get into clay, that's a lot of space, and you need a kiln, or at least, you know, you need access to a kiln, and you know, you need to have dedicated room to and temperature control, and there's a lot of stuff to go into it, and not something easily accessible to someone that wants to do it more so casually. But I did love working with clay. I'll send you my Hulk head sculpt. Yeah, sure. Yeah, go ahead and send it to me, man. Or if you're talking to Hulk, he's obviously a big Hulk fan, so I don't know if you're saying you'll send it to him or both of us or whatever. But just got Spider-Man 13, first Mysterio, nice. Love collecting the funny books. Have been collecting since '74. Nice. Yeah, I don't know if I have any. Oh, I was gonna say I don't know if I have any more good Spider-Man keys. In my brain, I don't associate it as a Spider-Man key, but obviously I do have a first Punisher here. But you know, in my brain, it's just, yeah, I think first Punisher. I don't think about Spider-Man, even though obviously, yes, it is a Spider-Man book. But I used to have a first Kingpin, Spider-Man 50, but I sold that. When did I sell? Or did I traded that or something? I think I sold that when I was funding my Journey 83. I'm pretty sure that's when I sold that book. And then I think I still have a Spider-Man 252 somewhere. You have Spidey 33 through 185. Nice. Well, I work at a comic shop. If you're ever looking for anything, man, feel free to hit me up. Trying to think if we have any pre-33 Spider-Man at the moment. I can't remember. I'm also on vacation right now, so I haven't been at work, so I feel like so foreign to what we have up there anymore.
We have comics.
I do have ASM 51. True. I mean, kind of. I guess I don't think of it. I don't think of it as having it, you know, because it's in a giveaway box. But I'll send you both. Hulk is my favorite Marvel character. Batman my favorite DC. Hulk 1 is a hard one to get, man. That is a very, very pricey book, even in absolutely beat to hell condition. So I have a Journey 83 at a 1.8. I have an Avengers 1. It's a 0.5. It's missing some pages, but I know it's covered up with a bunch of action figures right now. Because it's missing pages, you know, it's graded very low, but the cover is gorgeous. It is the prettiest copy I think I could have ever thought that I would actually own. And on top of that, it's got a Stan Lee signature on it. So for me, I mean, this is honestly like better than I ever thought I would get an Avengers number 1. I have the 129 signed by Stan Lee. I got a Daredevil 1 back there hiding. It's a 1.0. You know, I got some nice stuff, but yeah, still nothing like even my Journey doesn't compete with a Hulk number 1. You know, Hulk number 1's crazy. Let's see. Hope someday to own Hulk 1. Yeah, it's a big one. You might Hulk 1 or buy a house. Yeah, crazy expensive. Yeah. Yeah. So when I was my first Stan signature was on the 129. I was working on completing I wanted all the first appearances of the Netflix Defenders, and Punisher was the last one that I didn't have yet. And so while looking around, you know, I kind of had a price in mind. But I was window shopping, you know. I wasn't rushing into it and kind of looking around. And then that one popped up at what I thought was a very fair price with the Stan Lee signature around the grade that I wanted. And I was like, and for basically the price of the other non-signed books at the time. And I was like, well, okay, that one's going to win then, you know. It's got a Stan Lee signature on it. And then the Avengers 1 popped into our shop. One of our customers was selling off his collection. And yeah, so he had... Did he have a full Avengers run? He might have had a full Avengers run. He had a near complete X-Men run. I know he was missing 1 and 14 and a few other ones, but I mean, it was near complete. He might have had but the first 5 Avengers were all signed by Stan Lee. And in various grades and stuff. Avengers 1 being the lowest one. But like I said, I mean... I'm trying to move that away a little bit.
Do back.
Oh, don't fall. Well, if I'm going to sit you down for a minute. This is such a gorgeous cover. You know, I don't think you would think 0.5 and think of a cover that looks that good. I mean, I think, you know, with its pages, this is like a 4 or something probably, you know. But I don't actively... I wouldn't want a book missing pages, but it's one of those things. It's like, not only... I got that for $1,000, you know? So, for that price... Because when I was thinking, you know, I was like, one day I want to get an Avengers 1. I was thinking I'd probably have to spend about $2,000. And I was thinking about maybe getting like a good presenting 2 or something like that. But yeah, to spend only $1,000, I know it's a lot of money still, but to spend only $1,000 to get a gorgeous copy, and it's signed by Stan Lee, I was like, that's very green.
I think he sits on it very well.
Yeah. Sits on it better than the Sand Trooper does. I freaked my friends out. I have a Hulk 181 at 8.5. Wow. Popped it out of the case and my friend nearly had a heart attack. Do you not do graded stuff, or what was the reason for breaking it out? You just wanted to read it? I don't know. Okay, that is kind of crazy, I think. I don't know. I would just, you know they make facsimiles, right? You know? I would just be so nervous. Like, what if... I don't know, what if you just ripped a page or something, you know? Like, I don't know. For me, if I'm going to read anything that has any value, I'll just read a facsimile. I don't have any problem with that. I know some people like the smell of older books and stuff like that. I'm not nostalgic for it, obviously, but even then, I'm just like, I don't know. It's just too much money to be reading, and for me, it makes me nervous. I don't know. I do graded stuff, but I don't care about value or facsimiles. Well, part of it also is like, I do care about the preservation of history and, you know, these cool books, and, you know, I want to protect, you know, super cool things like Avengers 1, Journey 83, you know, Daredevil 1, even though I have, all those are in super low grades, but it's like, as best condition as I can keep that, or anybody keep that, you know, I think it's important to pass on to other people, and those are books that people are going to care about after I die, you know what I mean? Like, those are still going to be important books that are important parts of history. You know, maybe not everything. You know, I really like that Doctor Strange, but, you know, is people going to freak out about it? in 50 years, maybe, I don't know, but like Avengers 1 is still going to be important. Next short film you do back related. Yeah, I don't know about that. That'd be maybe a little difficult. I don't know. I don't think I'd have the patience for stop motion stuff. I think I love stop motion. When people do it, it's super cool. But I think I would go crazy.
Yeah.
Sold my original Hulk 181 that I had in my collection to help pay for tuition for the coop. Yeah, see, stuff like that. I mean, I understand. So I had one for years, not encased in plastic. Gotcha. Gotta run. Take it easy, Cody. Yeah, we're about to hop off here.
It's
We're just
12:30.
chatting. Have it in Mylar, so it's fine as far as I'm concerned. There's thousands and
I put a
thousands of Hulk
Hulkbuster in this.
181. True. You're right. 181 is a very uncommon book that has a lot of value to it. So,
I put Hulkbuster in this, I think, very fun, very menacing stance.
he looks like he's gonna beat somebody that's on the ground.
Yeah. That's why it's a very menacing stance.
Chris is gonna sell them and buy droids. I tried stop motion and it nearly killed me. Yeah, I don't know. Take it easy, man. Because even like, so I did that Ghost Rider short film, and I put so many hours into that. And like I had the patience. Now, granted, that one did kind of drive me crazy, but something like that I can do. But like, I don't know. I feel like stop motion is still way harder than that. Also sold my original Giant Size X-Men 1 along with Hulk. Haven't got that one back. I've never owned that one. It's one I'd like to get, but yeah, haven't got that one. Full-length stop motion do-back feature film coming. Yeah, I don't know about that. Also take care of my books. I have file drawers, etc. My Hulk 181 is in no danger. No, I feel you. But again, the idea of reading it to me is just like a little crazy. I mean, it's your book. Do whatever you're going to do to it. But now I guess I do believe in that. It is your thing. Do what you do to it. But again, I do think there are some things that definitely have very historical importance and should be protected and preserved and taken care of, and especially the things that are very limited. Like, for example, let's say you had an Action 1. At that point, and there's nothing I can do to stop you if it's yours, if you're going to read it or whatever, but I do think it is in the best interest of history to preserve that as much as possible. And even, like the oils in your fingers aren't good for comic pages and all that stuff or whatever. For the most part, I don't really care about that. I read my new books and stuff, I don't care. But, if you have an Action #1 or something, even like I said, even Avengers #1, I do think it is important to try to protect it and save it for as long as we possibly can. And also, I do think it's also important to remember that there are things that we have and we shouldn't take things for granted. And, as people that, there's so many people that, even with a Hulk 81 that's super common, I know, there's so many people that will never own a Hulk 81 that would love to. And I think it is important to remember stuff like that. And there is also the flip side on that. Granted, this is a lot lower in importance and price and everything, but some people freak out. We open up all of our action figures, and there's a lot of people that would freak out over that, be like, how do you do that? You gotta keep them in the box and keep them pristine and all that. And it's like, no, these are action figures, and I want to open them up and mess around with them and put them in poses and have fun with them. Now, granted, obviously these are mass-produced action figures. We've opened up expensive action figures before. We've opened up $500 action figures before, and again, I can kind of understand if somebody would be upset about that, but I don't think it's as...
Here's a Galactus head.
But also, well, not even that. I'm talking about like old stuff that's
I know. I'm just saying, like,
that was produced at a high value.
and it's still got a higher value, and yet I bet there's somebody that has it like just sealed and is.
Oh
boring.
yeah, but at the same time, also like it's a lot easier to
There's people
take
that-
care of action figures over comics. You know, comics are just paper.
There's people-
Especially old comics are old crappy paper. You know what I mean?
I'll never get this. People that keep
Hey, Tito.
their Hot Toys in
Yeah,
shipper boxes.
yeah.
They keep them in the box and then in the shipper box.
So you didn't even get to see the box art.
So what's the point of you?
I read comics back when they were on the spinner racks. Yeah, Action Comics 1 or Hulk 1. I never unslab Hulk 181 though. Yeah. No, I get you. I mean, I bought the Hulk 181 at the price. I bought the Hulk 181 at the price that was crazy. I have more than earned the right to treat it the way it was originally meant to be treated. It's comic book paper and paper. Yeah, fair enough. Like I said, I mean, it's your thing. I can't stop you. But at the same time, like, if you were, for example, I mean, this is over dramatizing things, you know. But, you know, like, I could see somebody doing this, like, for YouTube views or something. If they were like, we're going to take a Hulk 181 and rip it in half or something, you know, like, that's obviously to the point. And this is, again, pushing it way farther in the extreme direction. But it's like, okay, well, you're obviously at that point being disrespectful to comics at that point. Because, again, like I said, you know, there's so many people that'll never own that book. It's a book I would like, but I probably won't ever get, just because it's not something that I'm crazy about, and it's an expensive book. I'd rather have an X-Men or a giant size X-Men over a 181, I think. And I'm pretty positive a giant size is a cheaper book. But even if they're the same price, I would pick giant size over 181. Anyone doing that on YouTube is trying to upset people and get attention. I actually read no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like I said, I mean, that's, you know, stretching it out in a much different direction. I've collected comics for 5 decades. I think I know what I'm doing. Yeah. But yeah, Hulk 181 is one of those weird ones. Because a lot of people, I think there's a lot of people that do equate price and value to rarity, and that's not the case. You know, there's a lot of books that are actually super rare that aren't worth anything. One book I have is really cool. It's worth something, but yeah.
A book that I feel like super common, and I feel like fucking everybody has, but we always sell at the shop. Secret Wars 8.
Yeah, Secret Wars 8. You know, a bajillion of those out there, and they still not for Hulk 181 money,
but for like a decent amount of money.
Yeah, you know, still sell for $100, $200, whatever. But for example,
everywhere.
Versus how many Hulk 181s you've seen in your life, versus
how many
Rudolph #1 have you seen in your life?
It's our oldest book, I believe. I
think so. But, you know, this is way rarer. It's the only one I've ever seen in my life. And they're super, you know, even if you want to find one on eBay or something, there's not a lot to pick from. There's only, at any given moment on eBay, there's probably only 2 or 3 on there for sale. But, you know, rarity does not directly translate into value.
Hi, Waffle.
What's
up, baby?
What's interesting to me is how Spider-Man and Batman always seem to hold their value or continue to go up in value more than any other. Yeah, see,
he's going towards you.
There's certain things, you know.
Whoa.
Spider-Man, especially Spider-Man, I feel like Batman has more of a right to hold value because
it's old.
A lot of it's older. I mean, the good stuff, the good Batman comics are older.
Well, the good keys, you mean?
Yeah, yes. I'm not talking about good as far as like reading or whatever. I'm talking about like good value books are going to be old Batman keys, you know, or detective or whatever, you know. And so stuff that old and iconic, you know, first whoever, Batman and Joker and Riddler and, you know, all those good characters, yeah, those are going to keep going up in value just because those are going to be incredibly hard to come by. But you know, like anything in Spider-Man, isn't that hard to come. Some of it for sure, but in comparison to old Batman keys, you know, you'll see those 10 times over before you see a good old Batman key. That being said, even if we don't just talk about Spider-Man, Spider-Man just has a grip on people. I know he's like everyone's favorite character. We're not super into Spider-Man.
Yet I will have every single one of his Marvel Legends and every single one of his villains.
We like Spider-Man, but like, for example, if all Spider-Man figures were like $100 figures, I don't think we'd care that much.
No, only like a lot of them are.
No, but like if we had to start being like, okay, we need these 10 more figures and they're all $100 each.
Yeah.
I don't think we'd care. We're not that invested into it. You know?
I think a lot of them, what I actually want are like 50, but still.
Yeah, I mean they are expensive because Spider-Man figures are worth money. And like even like when you're talking about new comics, Amazing Spider-Man is always still one of the best-selling comics,
despite everyone complaining about it.
Despite they've hated it for years. I don't know when the last time someone has enjoyed the main run Amazing Spider-Man. Maybe for a little bit here and there, but for the most part, they hate Amazing Spider-Man. But it's still one of the best-selling comics. Always is one of the best-selling comics. Probably always, forever will be. And it's just, and there's just people that love Spider-Man that always buy Spider-Man, even if they have no intention of even trying to read it. He's just got a grip on people. What is that,
this Hulkbuster gonna get a grip on someone. He's got big meaty claws.
You love Spider-Man, classic Spider-Man, yeah. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there definitely has been good Spider-Man stuff to come out, but mainly that's like side stories and spin-off things, and you know, like Ultimate Spider-Man people really like. Trying to think of some other ones.
We really like the Spider-Man in. It was the one where the lights went out.
Oh well, I mean, it wasn't Spider-Man though.
No, it wasn't Spider-Man. But Spider-Man was in it, and he was a really good character.
Yeah, I'm talking about other Spider-Man titles though. Like, I think there's been some good offset Spider-Man titles over the past few years or whatever. But main Amazing Spider-Man people haven't cared
for. Both
for.
Ultimate Spider-Mans people love.
Yeah. Waffles really wants to go cuddle. Yeah. Yeah, I'm here, baby. I'm holding you. I'm petting you. But yeah, and because of that, though, Spider-Man's just always going to hold value. I don't know. It's one of those things I'm not the best person to try to attempt to explain it, because it doesn't have the grip on me, but it's just nostalgia and what people like. And had to get some Z's though. Appreciate the live chat. Yeah, we need to hop off anyway and go do some other stuff. But yeah, appreciate everybody for hanging out, and it's been a very fun night. Opening figures, talking about new comics, talking about old comics, talking about all kinds of random other stuff as well. We appreciate you for hanging out, and we will see you all in 2 weeks. Again, next week is Christmas, so if you have time to stop by on New Year's Eve, we will be streaming then. So have a good one, everybody.